information.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Is there like a history shot of this where I can just copy and paste? Because he had these.
I don't know. Definitely try sending a message over Discord because he'll probably get it.
Where did he share it?
In the Zoom call.
Yeah, I think he shared it.
I'll check. I'll check and see if I have a Zoom log for it, but I'm not sure if I will or not.
Hell yeah!
Actually, Justin, you're the one recording, right? So you would have it. It would have saved it on your system. Wherever it records the video, it should have the chat as well. But if you want to get going, like we can skip getting this stuff set up.
Yeah. We'll skip getting it set up for right now.
Okay.
We are one bad roll with Suncrest Chronicles, our 5th edition Dungeons and or Dragons game. And we're good to get going. Brief little review of kind of everything that's happened so far, like I did yesterday, because we took a brief holiday hiatus. Our group met in the city of Blackmarsh, developed some connections between each other, stopped a gang from forming, did some gladiatorial activities, lost some people, gained some people, and are currently going through a swamp and their way to saving an ally. All while trying to deal with and stop evil hags trying to ascend to godhood, and coming across a garden, interesting name for it, of petrified people, including a captain whose follower, Gilp, was like, hey, can you help me? Also, who's in charge? And that is where we come into our session. Last we ended off, we just got done a fight with a troll who... There was problems whenever you hit him.
Oh, yeah.
His blood was kind of acidic. But with that, is there anything that you guys want to do before that next day of travel?
I believe we left things with an accidental summoning, did we not?
The Modrons, correct.
100%.
Yes.
So actually, no, that's the perfect thing. What we left on was Poppy being in an interesting state and almost being turned to stone after the fight. And at the end of the fight, there was an accidental summoning of Modrons. And because there was a casting of tongues on Poppy, I believe, she heard them categorically judging you and documenting your statistics as if you were animal at an auction. Didn't like what she heard.
No.
Then also right after they disappeared, we saw Blurg turn his tails and run away from us, and that's where we got panicked and wanted to catch up to him, right?
Yeah, the people who had Basil, the ambassador came.
The wolf.
Yeah, the wolf. The broad came and was like, give me the price, but he saw the battle and he ran away.
100%. 100%.
And I almost died again.
You always almost die.
Well, you're the one person up close who like poison damage was a problem.
It was. There was a lot of splash damage.
Yeah. No, that's exactly what it is. Best part is that monster is completely standard from one of the books.
Yeah, that's not. It didn't feel like the best part, but okay.
That's for sure.
That's what the dead guy always says.
But as long as we have you, most of us will be fine. Most.
Yeah. You'll go down first, and then, we'll just come tumbling after. So, thanks.
Dominoes, yeah.
Why do you keep saying my name is PTSD?
Okay. Well, just so you know, travel beyond this point is not going to be a hex crawl. You are close enough that you will not be able to go guaranteed.
Are you telling me I can't crit fail another
Yes.
survival check to make us take a longer time?
100% I am.
So the summoning of the Modrons or Modrons, depending on what the correct pronunciation of that is, and we can argue with that all day, but we won't.
Yep.
It scared away another frog person
That's what we're
that
talking
was
about,
just
yeah.
approaching at the same time, right?
Yeah, so the frog who was willing to trade you, or at least supposedly willing to trade you for Basil.
Basil. Yeah.
So we're picking up like just
summoned,
as he's running away,
yeah,
right?
And he
boom,
booked it.
Okay. Do we have any chance of catching up to him?
What is the fastest one of you can move?
Not me.
Well, yeah, not the stone man.
I could jump 75 per round.
I think I have 70 regular move with dash or Zephyr Strike for X number of turns.
You might. Gilp might actually be able to catch up to him.
Go, frogman, go.
Let me just check something. Gilp can. In his turn, he can move 60. So it'll probably take you about 5 rounds to catch up, but you can catch up.
I will attempt. I will gladly attempt.
You
since
don't
I can
even need
speak
to
frog.
roll. His full action is booking it.
I will attempt to do the same in order to calm him down and say that we mean no harm and we have a noble one who is willing to grace his presence with lots of money, gold, and gemstones.
What is your language Grung?
Specifically Grung.
Okay, I need you to roll a persuasion check because you are speaking a similar language but not the same one.
Sure.
Hell yeah. He will look back, and what you get is scary machines. Are they gone?
Scary machines, they disappeared. They are no longer here. We don't know why they came, but they disappeared back where they apparently came from. We have come to an understanding that you wish to trade with us. We have perhaps some things you'd like, but feel free to. I'll escort you back to our nobles.
You've got a 17. He will go back with you.
Good. How long? I'm just gonna check how long tongues last.
I believe it's either an hour.
1 hour. We're good.
Yeah.
We're good.
You should be good
yeah.
anyways, because you can speak Grung, correct?
That is correct.
Yeah, so, like, with tongues, you fully get... So with tongues, you would actually fully get... As long as those scary machines are gone, I will gladly come back.
Do not worry. It will not happen again. 99% promise.
Why not all the percent? And this is as you guys are hopping back.
Well, it's my magic is very wild. It's not as always correct. Sometimes I turn into a potted plant. Sometimes I grow petals of beard. It's very weird. Sometimes that happens. But for sure, this was the first time it has happened to me.
Mystical people have good stuff. You should be good for trading. And
yes,
you will
true.
get back to bring this bullywug back to the group.
Very well. Blurg, this is esteemed noble person. Poppy, this is Blurg. Do I need to say your full name, Blurg?
Nope.
Very well. Please, make the trade.
Yes. Hello, little frog. I am Poppy, Lord of the Lighthouse, Dragon Slayer, Tamer of Trolls, Stone Trolls specifically.
Really?
You have, I have tongue still cast on me, so I'm saying this all in.
Perfect.
Yes, you have something I desperately wish to acquire for my collection.
Do you want one of the furry ones or two of them?
You have 2 furry ones.
Yep.
I like things in 2. I'll take them both. What would you care for?
They're valuable. And I would be
Meh. They're fleas. Are they that valuable?
And I would be taking a risk.
You're with us. You just saw us defeat robotic creatures. So, I mean...
I ran, because I'm smart.
When we are powerful, we are strong, we can protect you from whatever risks you face.
Where do you... Buy me a house in the city.
Deal.
He looks confused at the fact that you said deal so quick.
Thoggir, can you understand anything that they're saying?
No.
I understand what they're saying.
All right. Well, if you stay here, I'll get him out and we'll come.
Okay. But if you do not return, I will buy a house in your name and burn it down just for fun.
He laughs at that one.
This sounds like a riveting conversation.
If a house burns, then it is not a good house.
Well, fair. Just bring me the goods and I
You
will
do
buy
what you
a
want
house.
with your things, and then once they are gone, you get new ones. That is the Bullywug way.
Bobby, perhaps I should follow Blurg? Make sure he keeps up with his bargain?
No, I don't think that's such a good idea, because then I might be bargaining for your return as well. So no, just the 2 furry things.
Good
Make
point.
it quick. We have, business to attend to.
Very well.
Okay. I'm going to need you, Poppy, to roll a d20. Call odd or even.
I hate this. Okay.
Fate is on your side.
No.
You didn't call it. You didn't call it.
I said even.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
did. Okay, cool. Okay, perfect. So what's going to happen is you will spend a day waiting. And I'm actually going to say that you were 1 closer where the fight took place. And he will come back. However, you only see 1 person with him. He's like, I couldn't get both.
We had a deal. 2 for a house in the city. This is 1. You know how to count, right?
I will help you get the other one.
Okay. But I'm only buying you a house with the broken window for this mistreatment.
He looks sad. But he accepts. And the individual that he brings is not Basil.
Is it furry?
Yes.
Is it bipedal?
Yes.
Quadrupedal? Oh,
Okay. Hello, the person who I've just bargained for a house in the city.
You were described to be more impressive.
I'm sorry. I am Poppy, Lord of the Lighthouse, Slayer of Dragons, Tamer of Stone Trolls. So,
Interesting.
and this is my companion.
What is a stone troll?
it was named Howard.
Oh, well, yeah. But it's a troll made of stone. Just like this. Viettervesk is a being made of stone.
But he's not a troll, he's a Stoneborne.
Yes, I am not a troll. Why would you look? Just because someone has skin that is not like fleshy and pallid doesn't mean we're all the same kind of people.
I'm just making a comparison. You're both born of stone.
She's making a false comparison
No,
because it
indeed.
was a stone
In-
giant.
Indeed, she
not a
is.
troll.
The Stoneborne are not from this area. They are followers of the Stone Father, and they what? Oh yes, it was the All Fools Tundra where they originate from. if I'm correct.
You know of my people. It is a refreshing change in this land above ground.
Well, I came this way because I through divination, I found that there was someone in need of help of my kind, and I got myself captured to get closer and find them.
By frogs. You got captured by frogs.
By choice.
She intended to get captured. Yes, you know, she's being sneaky like you are used to being, Poppy. Maybe she's just better at it.
Well, okay. That's a bad plan to get captured on purpose. But anyways, who were you trying to get close to?
A young man from a haunted forest, I think it was. But
Basil?
He's from the royal. Yes, he's from one of the 5 bloodlines.
Excellent, because we are on our way to
as
free
she
him.
clearly shows like her tiger-like form.
Yeah, that's cool.
So you have him here then?
No, I could not get him out. He is in a very rough state. He is not damaged per se. He has recovered, but he is exhausted majorly. He does not have the will to move.
But this frog person has him.
He is in one of their pits.
Okay.
I by myself could not get him out and fight off the frogs.
Oh, but we offered to buy him.
Oh, 100%.
Right? Poppy, right?
Yeah, I'm buying a house in a city with a broken window for him.
These frogs do not work on what I currently have I deal in. They will take from their own people just because.
Right. Gilp,
Yes.
could you explain to your the other frog person here?
My cousin?
Is he your cousin? Sure, to your cousin.
We do not know. Could be. They're both frogs.
We didn't want to assume.
Very kind of you.
But if you prefer cousin, I can use this term instead of saying the other frog person here, since it is shorter, but it is up to you.
That would be very kind of both of us.
Okay. If you could ask your cousin where the other furry person is, because
Basil?
I believe that you and Poppy said that we should get both of them, yes?
Yes. We need to assist this frog into getting Basil is the deal now. He will lead us to...
He did not have him in first place and we agreed to bargain? It seems like he bargains in poor faith.
Well, no. Remember, he contacted us through the magical stone. It was taken from Basil, correct?
By the way, as you say that, she tosses you the sending stone.
Oh, Justin's audio is messing up for me.
Same.
Same.
Okay.
You're back? Question mark?
Now I should be.
Okay.
I briefly got an unstable internet. No, as you were mentioning the sending stone, she will toss you the sending stone. And say, "Oh, I believe you miscalculated when you spoke. You see, this frog was bargaining, and it means beyond what she could promise. As without looking, she's going to attempt to just take his head off. This attack is being made at about 25 feet away, by the way.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. She just goes and blasts light out of her palm, blowing his head off.
What? Wait.
I know exactly where he is.
Was it necessary to kill him?
Yes, because if he felt he did not get a good deal, he would have gone back and told his people because he did not like the deal.
And
How do
I'd
you-
just like to say, you killed my cousin.
Yes, I did. And he is technically more of like a distant cousin, a couple times removed from your people.
Not incorrect.
Let me properly introduce myself before this goes any further. I am Civ Haya. I am one of the guardians of the beacon of true truth, which is inside a site on this continent known as the Shrine of Lost Sight. It is important that I protect those of my kind and the bloodlines that followed, and I came in order to protect Basil from falling due to his rage. Through divination and scrying, I saw what was most likely to happen.
How do you feel about hags? Evil ones, 3 of them.
Some of them are necessary in order to balance out the cosmos, but overall I think they're horrible creatures who deserve to die and be ripped limb from limb. They also taste very good with salt.
So maybe you'd be interested in 3 hags at the Emerald Market?
I cannot interfere, I'm sorry.
Why?
Because that is not the task I've been given here on this plane. I've been tasked with protecting the 5 bloodlines, not with interfering in the affairs of the sea.
What if I asked, like, really nicely?
You can ask as nice as you want. It is not by my choice. If it were up to me, I would go and deal with them and the blasted one that's tricking them.
What if they were to, say, endanger Basil?
Well, if he follows down that path, then I would have to make it so he cannot.
Elaborate.
I think my friend means, what if they are going to harm him? Kill him.
Well, if he had an heir, then I suppose I could not... interference would not be within the cards, but...
Does he have heir?
He's with candy corns. Of course he doesn't have an heir. But does he?
Not that I'm aware of. That being said, I have not been home in about a month, so...
Can we back up for a second where you said there was someone controlling these 3 hags?
When I looked into the problem with Basil, again via divination, I saw that there was a problem involving hags, looked into the hags, and there's something that is behind the hags, but you have no information around that.
Maybe you can't, launch into battle with us, but maybe you could, scry and divination.
If I were back home, I could. I do not naturally have those abilities.
So if we save Basil, secure him, and then send you on your way, could you send a message to this world about who is behind the hags?
I cannot ask about affairs involving other people. That's not the way that the shrine works.
So if I involve Basil, then I get an answer?
In
a small way, no dangerous way, but maybe he, I don't know,
If you
is a lookout.
If you have been granted permission to seek out the shrine, then you can go there and get your answers. But I cannot get your answers.
How does one get permission for such a task?
It is a task given only by the Council of Suncrest to those as a test.
Oh, okay, that's out of the picture then. Thank you for...
Make a history check, Poppy. Five's enough because it's your history.
Yeah.
You have been given this task.
Oh,
Carasso Dandris when he met with you, gave you 1 calendar year.
For the going over the wall.
To go where?
Oh, I'm just putting together the name. The Lost Site Shrine, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So you don't make a very obvious connection based off of what she just said because you got a 5.
Okay.
However, if anyone else who between Viettervesk and Thoggir would like to make a history check, you can.
I don't think it's going to get me anywhere, but I like the idea of me rolling dice and having success.
Hell yeah, roll dice, have success.
Oh, this. See, this is why I am not alone. That and because I would die.
Yeah, no. Viettervesk.
It's
You get a suspicion of just how brazen Carasso actually is. He didn't give you... You don't think he gave you, your group that task as punishment. You think he gave it to you as a test to prove that you can be more useful for the council.
What is it that makes me have this sense?
Because she says, you can, that she does not have divination abilities, yet she divined this. And she mentions if you have been given the task to go there, you can go and use the abilities of the shrine. And you know he's on the council.
Mm-hmm.
So if he gave you that, he clearly wants you to use the shrine if you can get there.
Interesting. I'm not sure I would share that information publicly at this time, but it is interesting. I will introduce myself formally, though, and explain that I am Viettervesk, son of Stonefather, and it is a pleasure to make her acquaintance. And it is quite refreshing to meet someone who is aware of my people and our customs.
Unfortunately, customs not so much, but I have had to scry over the world, and I because of that I do have knowledge of your people. I have been doing this gig, per se, for around 2,000 years, so...
Oh, you're not so young then.
I look younger than I am.
Yeah, well, I did not mean any offense. As far as I am concerned, with age comes nothing but greater wisdom and beauty.
Only if you choose to continue to learn.
True enough. You can assist us at the very least in rescuing our friend?
100%. When I found out that a group was talking to this frog, and he tried to negotiate with me to help get the other one out, I knew that you might be able to pull this off if I gave you a proper distraction. Now, was it you who sent the stone giant towards the market?
Yes, he is a friend of ours.
Well, I must unfortunately let you know that he did pass away in the process.
Oh, no.
However, he went as a giant truly would like to go. He eliminated about 25% of their forces.
What a legend.
Perhaps. Perhaps we can transport his body back to Black Marsh and have him restored to life.
It would be possible.
What do you think, Lord Poppy? This servant of your lordship has died in the service of your cause.
Yeah, we can bring him back after we save Basil and defeat some hags. You know, we gotta head that back way anyway, so he can fit in the cart, I'm sure, right?
Oh, so you are the one that the woman seeks to kill then?
Well,
She used your name
Actually, that's me.
specifically.
which name?
Yours.
Oh, well, funny story. Yes, we have quite a history, but I wouldn't say it's just me. I'd say it's a group effort, possibly, maybe.
In that case, I must inform you. She has gotten it into the head of their king that you wish to seek his throne.
I mean, I wouldn't say no to a throne, but I understand.
When he sees you, he is going to try and tear your head off.
Well, good thing I can do this, and I'll just change myself to a completely different person.
Lovely trick.
Yep, hopefully it will
I
work.
have one request as part of what you are doing.
Okay.
You must not completely eradicate the bullywug.
The King Bullywog.
Oh, you can kill the king.
Oh, okay.
At the Emerald Market, you must not completely eliminate the population of bullywug.
Like, 2 is enough?
That is extreme. You need to leave enough that there is a presence.
Of course, we would never commit genocide.
I
Yes.
just said 2.
Suggestion.
Because if you do that, then something else will have to take its place. And usually when that happens, it's much more problematic.
I have a suggestion.
Of course.
I could probably polymorph him into a turtle or something, and we could just carry him away to a off place and take care of him easily.
Well, so the problem is they knocked him unconscious. Or at least your friend, if that is the movement. He was knocked unconscious, put into a silly pose, and then turned into stone.
No.
What?
That is not what we
Not Basil, the giant.
Oh.
Oh.
That
Oh.
is very better. Not better, but yes.
Oh no, Basil, physically, he is at full health and has rested, but he is exhausted. He has not been properly fed. He's been in the cold. He went through spats of anger.
How
It's
many days have they hit him?
About 3.
Would they want him if he was still dead?
Most likely. I
still
don't
dead?
know.
He's not dead yet. What do you mean?
No, I learned this new trick where if I can touch him, we can pass him off as dead and just be like, well,
Oh, they would cook him.
oh, never mind.
Just to clarify, if I can ask a question.
Yes, of course.
Basil is at Emerald Market
Yes.
in close proximity to King.
Not quite. The king does not like to look upon the pits. The
Okay.
king sits on the highest point of the city. If anything goes higher, he requests that it be broken.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Well, I have another suggestion. It resolves around the same spell. If I could polymorph perhaps Thoggir or Viettervesk or Poppy into a bigger creature, get in, swoop Basil, and then get out. Like a giant monkey.
Well, if I might suggest something. If you wish to have a target to polymorph, I think I might be your best option.
Well, certainly. I will polymorph you if you just give me the word.
Not that you are not capable, but you do not have the strength and experience that I'm well aware that I have.
You're certainly right. I do not possess such wisdom to deal with things like that. You're correct.
Whatever keeps Babesel safe is, of course, what we would choose to do.
Well, if that is the case, actually, I'm going to stay out of this one when it comes to your plan. I will cause a distraction, and I will give you some insights into the best way to get to the market. There is 2 different paths. One, they have an obvious guardian in place. And the other one is a bit more hidden, but even the bullywug avoid that path.
Why do the bullywug avoid it?
Yes, good question.
I do not know. I have not had access to divination at the point where I had learned these facts.
So do you have a path in which you suggest?
Either are viable. Both will require careful planning. Both will require the use of cunning, and both will make sure that you do cover your tracks, but both are equally have their merits and flaws.
And
it is not my place to tell you which path to take. You must decide for yourself.
How far are we from this location of our friend?
Probably about 4 days.
We're 4 days away. Okay.
And I will be able to give you a general basis of what to look for to avoid getting lost.
Okay. So what is this distraction?
Oh, I'm going to go in there as a goddess of death and blow them all up with light.
You are
that-
God? You are God?
No,
Oh,
but
yeah,
I
you
can shoot radiant blasts at will. And no matter what they throw at me, I'm pretty good at resisting any and all effects.
Oh, I see.
Everybody
Sim?
can make a history or arcana check.
All right.
Oh, Gilp, this is real interesting, because this is information you should have no right having. Viettervesk, I'm not surprised. Again, also,
Oh, it is rolling to GM. I should fix this.
Poppy, information you should have no right having, but somehow you have it.
Gimme.
All right, Viettervesk, you know this because of your age and the wisdom of the Stoneborne. Gilp and Poppy, you know this because, or at least you've heard rumors and like legends of monks who eventually become capable in every sort of effect in resisting it, aka she's proficient in all saving throws.
I understand. Okay.
She is a very high level monk in a position that she does not worry about small problems.
In the army of Bullywug are small problems.
To her, that's nothing.
Okay. Understood. So the distraction is you will charge in and detect them.
100%. I do have one question. Do you have this object that this woman is after? She is delving into madness.
What object is this?
You know, funny story about that object. When she killed my friend, I killed her hopes and dreams. So, no, I don't have that object anymore.
What
The
object?
diary. The diary.
Oh, yes. Her mother's there, yes?
Yes. I was about to descend into madness unless I burned the thing. So, it's gone.
Not that she ever needs to find that out.
Yeah, we don't need to tell her. What? Oh,
Okay, well, she will probably ask if you do see her. And that is going to be interesting.
Something tells me Poppy may lie.
What?
Poppy, would you tell
Oh.
lie to three
Never.
hags possessing evil woman?
Never.
That seems very unlike you.
So if we tell her we burned it, like, you know, not that I'm going to, but what would happen?
She's gonna make an insight check into that one. I think it might either enrage her to the point where she does not care about her own life and only killing you. Or it might demoralize her to the point where she just doesn't have the will to do anything.
That one, I want that option.
This woman is going to walk right up to your face, look you in the eyes and go, "Who damaged you?"
Okay, this isn't about me, alright?
Why
let's
would you
go
wish
get Basil.
demoralization to the point of inaction on anybody?
Someone who slaughters innocent, good people deserve a good demoralization and to be crushed.
Oh, so you have the right to be judge, jury, and executioner in this world.
That is very creepy, Poppy.
Well, I don't say I have the right,
But that is what you just stated.
You just don't know Poppy.
But
I
then
am
again,
going to leave you with this advice as I head towards the Emerald Market. If you have been tasked to go towards the Shrine of Lost Sight, I recommend dealing with that before you get there.
Don't know if there's enough time, but thank you for the advice.
You're very welcome. Which path do you wish to choose?
I think we will need to take some time to consider this. Will it affect your plans which path we take?
Absolutely not. It should take you similar time either way, and I will go in there like a ball of light and do my thing.
How far away do we have to make decision, and how will we know when we have come to the sort of fork in the road?
You will still have about a day's worth of travel. And then you will either then you will determine which way you go when you hit the water. Or close to the water.
Understood. Okay. I think I will have to pray fervently for the morning, the Stone Father to give us guidance.
Of course. Also, I'm glad to see that some still believe in the nobility of bugbears. I will meet you there. And she will jump into into the trees and start heading the way that she came.
You fucking listen to her. She said the nobility of bugbears.
Okay, well, you have to earn that right. When you offend your lord, of course.
I
you gotta get
noticed
knocked down.
you didn't suggest that she could be your lunch. Perhaps that is why she was
Progress.
willing to consider that you might be more than just a ravening beast.
Okay, maybe, but I just want to emphasize something here. She explained that bugbears, bullywogs, not Gilp, are delicious with salt. And I just so happen to have salt.
No, it was
No.
hags, actually. It was the hags that are delicious with salt, she said.
Are you sure? I thought it was salt and pepper bullywogs.
We can roll history check, or perhaps Justin can confirm.
I'm really
It was
good at
Hags.
that.
It was Hags.
It was hags.
But
Oh,
Thoggir
no,
can believe what
no.
he wants.
Yeah,
My
for sure.
man, my man, thank you. Respect. Put some tea on it. Respect. That being said, yes, okay, I'll eat the eggs.
But yes, no. If you want, like, you might be. if you have any suggestions to maybe figure out more details about what you might be running into, I'm open to it. So
I have suggestion, but I will need the group to help me workshop it a bit. First question is, does anyone have anything of moderate value? Maybe something around the cost of 25 gold pieces they would be willing to sacrifice as offering to Stonefather.
I mean, I can sacrifice this ring you gave me because I won't offend you. I know it's our friendship ring.
It is not the right kind of sacrifice.
Okay.
Stonefather makes like stone doors, so if you sacrifice a portable ram, would that please him?
That is good question. It is something that has been made with hands by a creature of sentience, so perhaps it could work. I would need to think about that and have Justin confirm. If I was to make a sacrificial offering appropriate to my religion, worth at least 25 gold pieces, which the spell consumes, would a portable ram be sufficient?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God, because I didn't want to give you any holy water.
Stonefather is about the materials and the earth and all of that. Part of that is also the destruction and the reuse of things once things have passed on. So absolutely.
Fantastic. Then if we have nothing else to do, we'll climb into or on top of carriage. Carriage can still travel here, yes? It will climb on top of carriage with some herbs and incense and the portable ram, and I will spend significant amount of time ritually casting divination.
Hell yeah!
Here you
go. So I can do this every time I burn 25 gold pieces worth of something appropriate.
100%.
Okay. But if I keep asking more questions, it becomes more and more likely I do not get an accurate answer. I get an answer that's truthful, but not necessarily about what I'm asking about. So the first one will definitely be on target, and then 25% more chance every time after that it's some randomly helpful information not related. So we really got to get it right the first time, and we get one question about something that is going to occur within 7 days. A specific goal, event, or activity. And then we will get some response back from the Stonefather that is a truthful response. It could be a short phrase, a cryptic rhyme, an omen, or whatever it is that Justin wants to give to us.
I mean, not my question. I have too many questions, so someone else should choose.
Well, my thought specifically is that we ask something about how to most safely and effectively rescue Basil. But perhaps not. Perhaps it should be how to most safely and effectively deal with Hags, if we want to try to do that now.
I would prefer to save Basil first.
Right, but I mean, like, after we save him, are we going to try to take on Hags here and now? I'm not sure that we're ready.
Well, you also do have... Like, you do have someone who has granted you insights into the Basil situation.
Yes,
and if you want, you guys can make insight checks that I'll say are proactive to see what kind of energy or vibe you can affirm off of her if that assists.
All right. So perhaps we have enough information to be able to take care of the Basil situation already.
Yeah, so everyone throw out an insight check.
Oh my god, Thoggir.
Thoggir just likes her because of that last statement.
Because of the salt flavored. Yeah, it makes sense.
Gilp, she was a she was a tiger person. Viettervesk.
Yeah.
Speaking the true.
You are not completely. One sec. Mm-hmm. Are we back? Come on. There we go.
happened?
I am back. Again, internet connection went unstable for some reason.
No fun.
But Viettervesk, you are not entirely sure about her motivations. However, it seems like she would have no reason to give any falsehood on something clearly this small towards her.
That is fair.
Poppy. This bitch wise. She's got her. She has her shit together. She is the opposite of you. And
Yeah, okay.
yeah, so like with that, like she seems like she's not leading you guys astray whatsoever.
Don't want to hear that, but I hear that.
Okay, so
So the Hags.
So are we going to ask? I don't know. We're going to ask: is this the right time to try to take down Hags? Are we going to ask what would be the most effective way to take Hags down with just our group now at this time and place? I don't know.
Could you ask either that question I vote for, or how do we defeat the Hags? Is that too broad?
It has to be about something happening in the next 7 days, a very specific moment in time.
But wouldn't that mean we have to decide if we are going to attack the hags?
Well, we could. It could be about us making that decision in the moment, perhaps. I'm not sure. I have never had this kind of direct connection from so far away, so I'm not sure what limitations are, if I'm being honest.
Well, could we decide right now, like, hey, we're all going to go defeat the Hags in the next 7 days? Ask how we're going to defeat the Hags, and if it doesn't sound that good, then we can just not do it.
Yes.
Okay.
In fact, any changes that we make to plan after I ask question invalidates answer.
Okay.
So then we shouldn't ask if we will defeat the hags in the next 7 days.
It is not so much will it happen.
Are we going to?
We want to
So
know
much as
how.
how to make it happen if we choose to do this.
Yeah. So let's all.
This is an obvious twist, so I'll throw it in there for you because it's a middle of discussion. You could also possibly check into their next move.
Over the course of next week.
Yeah.
Like, okay. So I want everyone's input here because this is sort of a big roll of dice to get a good question and make sure we get the information that is useful.
My vote is for how do we defeat them in the next 7 days, or what their next move is. I know that's not very helpful of the answer, but narrow it down, I guess.
Okay.
My question would be, how can we separate the hags in the next 7 days?
How can we separate them?
Like from the person they're possessing, or
Each other?
you want to do Hags work that way? You can just spread them out.
Well, they are individual spirits.
Okay.
I am, in
So
my
everyone
experience
make
with
a
us,
religion or history check.
well, history has not been slapping, so I'm going to go to religion.
No idea about hags. Thoggir will get something. Viettervesk and Thoggir will actually get similar. So I'll just go full on. Thoggir. You're like, separating them makes sense. Viettervesk, 100%. If you were to find a way to separate them, from wherever their central location currently is, their power would severely drop. They wouldn't be able to do shit that they're doing right now.
All right.
Thoggir's thought process is one has to manage somebody being possessed. Another one's going to be responsible for guarding whatever they got. And so if we can at least get one of them out of there, that just leaves two already focused on something magic casters that are probably still going to kill me. But
Well, yeah, and like this is a thing where like Viettervesk, this is clearly a ritual that they're having to focus on and do.
To maintain possession.
To maintain
Okay.
possession and do what they're doing. Like this isn't base level stuff. So if you interrupt that's the foil.
With that question, though, if that is the answer to defeat them, wouldn't that fall into the category if we asked, how do we defeat the hags? Because maybe Stonefather will suggest splitting them up. Because maybe that is more difficult than we imagine, and he gives us an impossible task when there is an easier solution.
You mean if we ask specific question about the impossible task instead of general question?
Right. So if he says, if we asked, how do we split the hags? And it's a very long, impossible task.
Right.
Well, we missed out on maybe there was an answer that was more clear that we're not thinking of right now.
Right. Gilp, do you have any thoughts on this?
Gilp.
Well, I was thinking that I never had to do any of this. My captain was the one thinking, I was just listening. But if I am to be the first grung to ever bring forward a point, I think I'm sorry, I don't have thinking power right now. I don't know what to bring to the table here.
You know what, buddy? It's okay. I'll wink at you and give you bardic inspiration.
That is very comforting to hear. I will take a ponder on this and think about it.
All right. Well, I can do this again multiple times per day. I can also do it every day between now and when we arrive, if we need more information. I think if I wait a day in between casting, yes, as long as I long rest between casting, then the subject is guaranteed to stay on topic.
Yep.
So if I have to, if we have nothing else of reasonable value, I do have a few bags of a powdered silver that I can start to use up for this purpose. We purchased them for other reasons, but perhaps one of them would be useful. I can get 4 castings out of one bag.
I do have a pair of holy waters, if those would be of value.
It is up to Stonefather to decide.
I think you know that holy water would not work for the Stonefather.
Would just money work? Like, could I give you 25 gold pieces? No? Okay.
He is not a deity of currency. On a deity of currency, that would work better than anything else. In fact, it might reduce the cost.
Just slide the card,
But just like the simple fact that it is a precious metal from the earth would not be enough?
No, because it's been altered. Its purpose is no longer for anything in relation to the Stonefather. The moment it's turned into coins, it's completely different on a cosmological level.
Am I correct about powdered silver?
Completely.
This would work? Okay.
100%.
Well, Viettervesk, I have some navigator tools. I believe they are worth 25 gold. Would that perhaps suffice?
Make a religion check on that one, Viettervesk.
All right.
I grind your navigator's kit to make my stew.
Navigator's tools would work.
Navigator's tools would also work.
Because of the original structures that would have guided those lost at sea. They would not have been lighthouses. They would have been mountains. and various structures that stand out on the horizon. So,
sure. Okay.
Yeah.
So
That's
let me.
flute.
You have a flute?
Yeah, if you want that. I don't know how much it's worth. No, okay.
The flute is a no?
a flute is a no.
A flute is
All
a no.
they have.
Okay. So let me confirm. We hid the silver for a specific purpose. Let me confirm what that was for.
Right. What spell
While
that
you're
was
looking that
composed
up,
for.
the type of items you would be looking for are things connected to minerals, things connected to the earth, or things connected to the comfort that the earth brings with guidance and things like that.
Then would a climber's kit also be
Oh, yeah.
a good thing then?
Hell yeah. Climber's kit, it's a total purpose. Easily fits in with Stonefather.
Viettervesk? I
Yes.
have navigator tools and the climber's kit. I believe both are in the range of value that is required. I could give up any of them, because when we go to a place of where we can buy, I can just simply buy another one. There is no problem.
If it is necessary, certainly, I think we could use this. The powdered silver was to allow me to cast Magic Circle if needed.
Very well.
So it is sort of, we have to make a decision as to whether or not it will be useful for us to have access to this spell. I have enough to cast it twice, which means we could use one of them for multiple divinations and still have enough for one magic circle left.
I think I'm the one who talked you into that, so let me just say, as long as we have one left, I would feel safe.
Does anybody need a reminder of what that spell does?
Which spell? Sorry.
Magic Circle.
Yes, I need a reminder.
Okay. It is a cylinder that is 20 feet tall and 20 feet wide, so 10-foot radius cylinder, 20 feet tall, centered on a point that I choose. It keeps celestial, one of the following: celestials, elementals, fiends, undead, or fae, specifically, either affecting them such that they cannot willingly enter cylinder by non-magical means. If they try to use teleportation or interplanar travel to enter circle, they have to succeed at saving throw. They have disadvantage on attacks against targets inside cylinder. Targets within cylinder can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by the fey creatures. Or I can cast the spell and reverse it, effectively trapping the creature inside of it. So making a temporary prison, which lasts for 1 hour and does not require concentration. There is a saving throw that is not super high, but I'm not sure how charismatic hags are, so I don't know. Depends on what kind of hag they are. So, do we want to have access to 2 of those in quick succession, or do we feel that 1 is enough to get us home at least?
I vote 1 is enough.
I think so too.
Okay, I tend to agree. So why don't, for now, you keep the other more potentially useful objects, and we can use them if needed later on, but I will just start burning through silver until I've gone through 100 gold pieces worth of silver, which is 4 castings, which I believe is the number of days we were told we would arrive. Is that correct?
Indeed.
It is like it is meant to be, and Stonefather is watching over us already. So what is question number 1?
I'm looking forward to it.
How do we defeat the hags, right? I think that's what we started with. And then we can narrow down from there.
how can we defeat the Hags at this place that we're going, right? We have to be pretty specific about intentions.
Yes. How do we defeat the Hags at the Emerald Market?
Yes, when we arrive.
I will be kind then. You know, with travel time and all of that, you probably won't be able to defeat the Hags. You might be able to defeat the woman.
Okay.
But the Hags, unless they're physically here, like, even getting back to anywhere close to civilization is going to take you at least a week and a half to 2 weeks.
So it's our understanding that they're physically or spiritually possessing her, they're with her, and you're saying that is not the case? They're Jaegering her from somewhere else?
Yeah.
Okay, but if they're possessing her, and we were to trap her in the magic circle, wouldn't that stop the possession?
I don't know. It's a good question.
Possibly.
So how about this then? If we have that insight, because we simply didn't understand something you say we should have understood.
100%.
Question perhaps then is, how can we disconnect this woman from Hags when we arrive?
Yeah, I think if everyone agrees, I think that's a good one to start with.
Can I get hands raised or questions? Good to go with this question? Okay, 1, 2. All right. So this is first question to Stonefather. How, when we arrive at Emerald Market in 4-ish days, can we separate this woman from Hags in mostly permanent fashion?
Okay. I love it. Describe the surroundings where you're casting this spell.
I will be doing this while I am sitting atop the carriage as we travel through, and Viettervesk has small copper urn that he has between legs, and there is 5 or 6 coals that I have heated up before we left, and I have dropped it into a urn, and I will be slowly feeding resins and other very, very pungent aromatics into urn, and sprinkling in silver dust as I try to reach out and connect to Stonefather.
Wonderful. So as you are doing this, and it resolves, kind of like a snake charmer, the silver dust floats out of the urn and looks at you. And everyone can see the silver dust start to circle around you, looking very, very similar to a magic circle. And once you clock that, all of a sudden, your hand is in excruciating pain that runs all the way up your arm and into your heart. Then that pain slowly dissolves.
When pain strikes, you all will hear Viettervesk scream in agony from top of carriage.
Once the pain the pain is gone, you get a feeling of acceptance. That is the effect of the divination.
Viettervesk?
Are you okay? Are we under attack? What happened?
No, it. I received the answer. Give me a moment, please.
Okay.
Can
Does this happen to Viettervesk often?
No, it's kind of weird.
Can we stop? Can we stop carriage so I can get down?
Yeah, sure. You there? Please stop the carriage.
She'll stop the carriage. Viettervesk, you also notice on your left hand, in the webbing between your pinky and the finger next to it, you see a small crack.
Viettervesk will get up and be sort of rubbing at hand and arm and shoulder and chest, and I will climb down. And I will describe the silver rising up around me and taking form of what looked to me to be something like magic circle.
That is correct.
Once circle was fully formed, a great agonizing pain struck my hand and traveled up my arm into my heart. And then afterward, there was sort of sense of peace.
Gilp, what's your passive perception?
Embarrassingly low.
In that
10.
case, no.
It's just 10.
It would require a passive perception of about 17 or higher in order to pick up on the detail of the crack.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
already
me.
a pretty craggy guy.
I got passive 17, so I get to notice the jacked hand.
It's not even that it's
not
really jacked. Like he's normally pretty craggy, but it's like it's a clear part that is cracked in a way that nowhere else is. It's small, but it's like you see that it's clearly not the same.
And I'm not particularly trying to hide it necessarily. I do keep sort of looking at it and rubbing at it, watering it.
Total beyond Gilp. No clue.
Okay.
Well, that's curious.
And I'll lick my hand and drag it over the crack. Like, mending.
It will not mend.
Why did you just put spit on me?
I'm helping.
I'm not sure that word means what you think that it means.
No, look. Okay, hold on.
And I'll take out an arrow and I'll snap it in half and I'll lick my hand and I'll stroke the arrow and voila, the arrow is mended.
Yep.
Of course. No, that will not help with this, but don't worry. I am fine.
Okay, I tried.
Appreciate.
Moisturizer.
And then I'll walk away.
Well, Viettervesk, your divination magic, you said you had some clear guidance on what our next step would be?
Well, explain, here is what happened. The magic circle seems to form great agonizing pain followed by peace.
That was the answer.
That was the answer.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay,
So we have to talk it over, I think.
If you
Magic
want,
circle.
if anyone wants, they can make an insight check.
I was gonna say, can I insight check if
Hell
this feels like the witch agonizing pain or
100%.
or the possessee?
How much is your bard die?
Dude, I rolled so good on the insight.
Let's see. I'm at a higher level now, so
Oh, jeez.
27!
8.
Viettervesk. Okay.
He's a wise rock.
20.
All right.
Excellent.
Fantastic. Poppy.
Mm-hmm.
Kill the bitch.
Yeah,
pain
that's
and it
what
goes away.
Joe was thinking. So sounds
Thoggir.
good.
Same thing.
Stab her in heart.
Exactly. Gilp. You think it's more related to dealing with the heart of the problem? And you only think this because, like, you've been around in an environment which is surprisingly healthy for people who are troubled. Like, when you're at sea, you're forced to deal with your shit. Because you have nowhere else to go. And you've seen how painful it can be for people who have addictions or have had family problems and don't want to talk about it, but it builds up. And Viettervesk, you confirm that. While the magic circle is a way to do it magically, and that would help, if you could resolve the pain that caused the possession, there would be nothing for them to grasp anymore.
if I wouldn't necessarily know that she's possessed by an actual ghost, would I?
You haven't been explained what the possession is at all, so but you just connect
we
dots.
certainly, having had this conversation, would have explained what we understand to be the case.
Okay, in that case, you know she's not possessed. You know she's not possessed by a ghost. She is possessed because of an effect by a coven of hags.
Okay. So, if we are to assume that she is under the impression of not being in control of herself, if they're in control of her, the person, if we get in contact, they will be aware of us trying to break the connection of the hags and this person. Wouldn't that give them time to buy themselves time to prepare for our interception?
Viettervesk, as part of that 27, while she is in control of herself, everything she's feeling is being amplified, which is getting her to agree to doing what she's doing. So she's being manipulated, but the basis started with her.
So I think we agree Magic Circle is needed.
It's not needed, but it would be very useful. It would drastically help.
For best possible outcome.
Yeah. Same page on that.
Okay.
How long does Magic Circle take to cast Viettervesk?
Yes, let me think about that for a quick moment while I look at my character sheet.
Also, do you think your cracky hand is another clue, or that's just, I don't know?
Don't worry about my hand. It is fine.
Could
No,
it
I
be
mean,
that...
Oh, no. That's a good question.
Because that seems like an important piece as well, I would assume.
It's not related.
Could it be perhaps that when
Can I insight? Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Can I insight Viettervesk?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'll join in.
Yeah, you're doing sketchy.
He's wise. I don't have to join in.
All right. I'm not trying to lie, but sure, you can incite me.
Yeah, so you get the fact that it is a separate thing.
You don't need to worry about it. It's not related.
Then
You're going through Stoneborne puberty.
No, I'm so sorry to hear.
I do not know what this word means.
Is it
Viettervesk?
pause?
Could it perhaps...
Yes, Gilp.
Could it perhaps be that the power that your father imbued you with was too much for your magical stone corpse to handle, perhaps?
Stonefather would not harm me, no.
Well, it's not intent to harm, but the power that he gave you to understand his intent was perhaps too much for you to handle.
No, I don't think that is what it is.
Then I have no clue what it could be.
Again, it is not anything anyone needs to worry themselves about.
Well, it brings forth the question, because you are of stone, and if you begin to crack, then we have no means of getting you uncracked. It's just that you might be getting more cracked, and we could not stop it. You see where we have a problem of worry?
Viettervesk, I'm going to leave this actually up to you and Joel specifically. This is something that you, if you want, you could fully be aware of what it means, and I can whisper it to you.
I believe we've had conversation about it before.
We've had a basis of conversation, but it's only been mentioned. You haven't gotten the actual meaning.
Okay, sure. Give me all information that Viettervesk would have about this thing that is happening to him. In meantime, I will answer a question about the spell. It takes a full minute to cast, which is 10 rounds of combat.
Well, then we have a simple solution. Not simple, but I could polymorph the person into a turtle, and I could just simply use mage hand to hold the person in place. That is if the person does not, resist the spell, then it's of course successful. But otherwise, we perhaps should suggest other means of keeping this person in place for 10 rounds.
Poppy, can you turn Viettervesk invisible?
I can. I can turn 2 people invisible.
I ask because then couldn't he cast unseen as long as they can't?
It would depend on when in the process of casting the invisibility would wear off, because I believe casting a spell removes invisibility.
Yeah, if
but
you
I'm not
cast
sure
unseen
if that
first, then it would work.
Right. So the question is, I'm asking, would I become visible when I begin to cast or when the spell finishes?
When this spell finishes.
I just sent it.
When the spell finishes. Okay.
Yeah, well, it says until the sorry.
Yeah,
it is like
because it's just
a
like
gray
the
area.
idea where if you're invisible and you throw a spell, you don't become visible when you start the motion of your hand. You become visible when you throw the spell.
Fair enough. Yeah. Fair enough. I think this is a good ruling. I missed this. Which spell is this? This is, Magic Circle. When you cast this spell using slot 4th level or higher, the duration also increases by hour. Okay, I don't know if we need to keep her locked up for 2 hours or not, but I could do so.
Make an insight check.
Okay.
2 hours
Right.
is nowhere long enough. You like again, like what you're effectively doing by if you don't take the route of killing her, you're effectively getting the hags out of her head, then kind of performing therapy.
Ew. Killing is much easier, guys. I mean,
So like
Poppy
2 hours
said
of
something
therapy will
earlier.
help, but I don't think like that wouldn't get rid of what the hags were grasping onto unless you were like the world's greatest therapist.
Well, Poppy said something earlier about her new trick, the feign death. What if we made them believe that she died and they were like, oh, this is a corpse now? Why would we still be in it? Like, wow.
Oh, that is interesting idea. She would have to agree to that, though, wouldn't she?
Oh yeah. I think
Well, that's
so.
a part of the extreme therapy. So maybe if she rejects, we just like
if
stab
you
her.
did that, I would give the hags a roll to see if they figure out what's going on. But
Can you share the description of how feign death works?
I will, but it is a willing creature, so they.
Yes, so she has to want to do it.
Well, maybe we could be like, I will stab you in the heart, or I'll pretend to kill you. Which one? Choose fast, and then we'll see what she says.
Well, Poppy is Poppy is a person of noble power. We could just ask very kindly.
Glip. Yeah, oh, precious Glip. I love you. Need more each day. She really, really, really hates me, so I don't think any words out of my mouth are gonna help in this situation.
Why would she hate you?
We've twisted past her and I. She bullied me, I bullied her back, and she killed my friend, and I burned her precious mother's diary. So I think
wow. That is a very major feud you both are having. Perhaps you should not be seen close distance with her, because it could spark old memories.
Absolutely not. I will be disguising myself as soon as we enter the city.
Well, does disguise self-magic also change your voice?
We will have this conversation. Go ahead.
Yeah, if you guys want to be on the road while this is happening, that's fine.
Yeah.
Well, if you'd like, I could give a try speaking with this person. I've been told that I'm good at speaking, but not good at speaking, but speaking very well.
Okay. So
Yes.
you could talk to her. You have a very kind little frog man. I'm sure she could listen to you. I look to the rest of the group. Guys, let's keep an eye on him.
If it doesn't work, I'll eat her.
Okay.
Well, I wouldn't say that's the kindest measure. We have Viettervesk for, if shit hits the windmill, perhaps Viettervesk could save me. And Thoggir, you are stealthy. You could be out of sight and perhaps be our eyes and ears. But
Oh,
do you have
yes.
any other
Nobody will
suggestions?
see me. I am amazing at hiding. Stop looking at me.
I will look away. Oh, look,
Amazing.
you're not in my eyesight anymore. I wonder how that works.
I support you very much in your choices. Thank you for believing in me. Let's vote Bugbear for 2022.
No.
Bugbear for Lord.
Very well.
So we get one more question though, right? Based on this answer is what we said earlier.
So
We
no,
have-
for each casting of divination, you get one question.
Correct. So
Okay.
we
If you
have
split up the day,
3 more questions
and if
basically.
you
So we
split the
can
day, it can be about the same thing, and you won't get overlapping info, guaranteed.
Okay. So
But
more information related to things that are completely
Yeah.
disconnected from it.
so
Yes.
but basically we're agreeing we have 3 more questions then.
Yes.
Okay.
So, what is the major takeaways from the first answer? One is, if I understand correctly, that using Magic Circle will make our task significantly easier.
So magic circle, based off your insight, I'll just give you this one. Magic circle will temporarily just separate the hags from her. The hags are still fey in nature,
Yes.
no matter what effect they're using. If it's them doing it,
Yes.
the magic circle is going to block it.
So this possession is basically amplifying her feelings. Basically, what we would be doing is calming emotions on her. Basically, is calming her.
Bingo! You figured out what they're doing.
So basically, we would have a higher advantage of speaking with her and coming into terms what needs to be done.
It
Hopefully,
would
that's
significantly affect the results required to handle this in a peaceful manner.
then perhaps the next divination spell we should be getting help from, like asking, is what is currently ailing her, like what is on her mind the strongest.
I think we kind of know the answer to that one. Or do I need
The
to make an
diary?
insight check for that? Yeah. She chased me down and I took this diary out of spite. But basically this diary is the thing she's wanted most in life. Because it's
Then-
her only connection to her mother. And
Why did you destroy it?
because she killed one of my dearest friends.
Perhaps, how about this? Would you perhaps think that she would want an apology from you for doing that, or she is
Apologizing to her. She owes me an apology.
do
And
you
her
have-
life.
Do you have to mean it? As long as she understands that you mean well with your apology.
Oh, yes.
I will lie to apologize if at the end of all this, maybe not kill her, but at least get to chop off a finger or something.
Well,
Or I get to eat her.
Viettervesk,
Ooh, yes, that one.
Does the ends justify the means in this case? We need your approval on this. You are the one making the spell work in favor for us.
Sure, you are our moral compas's needle.
Yeah, one thing that you would know, even if you were to succeed in that manner, she would still have to answer for what she did while the hags were controlling her. Unless you could mystically prove that none of the actions were her choice at all. It's the equivalent of, oh, well, you shot a guy. I don't care if this person told you to do it, you shot a guy.
Was she misled or coerced into these things because she was amplified by her emotions? Did they create certain scenario situations where she had to act on them because of the influence of the emotions?
The woman was already a very bad person.
Yeah. And she
Oh,
did burn down a village too. Let's not forget that.
And
And
she was manipulating children into lying, stealing, and murdering on her behalf.
Yeah.
And
So
why do we want to save this person again?
exactly. Why?
If she is a plague on this plane, then a simple snip of her life force is a good measure to make sure that everyone is safe.
I love you.
Because, in my estimation, revenge is not justice.
Is it revenge?
If we have to destroy her in heat of battle because we are attempting to keep ourselves and others safe, this is one thing. If we go into this with intent to assassinate her, then yes, this is revenge. She should be brought to justice, she should be tried, and she should be given the appropriate punishment.
Viettervesk, what's your alignment?
Who?
Yours. What's your alignment?
Lawful.
Your alignment's lawful good.
Yes.
No, like if it wasn't all, was it already lawful good?
Yes. Yes.
Perfect. Increase your health total by 2. You just hit a perfect lawful good view on this moment.
Is this permanent?
Permanent.
I will take that. Thank you.
Well, Viettervesk,
That was a perfect expression of a lawful good handling of this extremely problematic situation.
Well, Viettervesk, let me ask you this. If you say we have to bring her to justice to court, does it specifically say in your feelings that we have to bring her awake? Battered but unconscious?
Unconscious, but not in such a way that she is unable to stand and speak to her crimes. For the purpose of transporting her, I have no problem with this.
What about? No, sorry. Go ahead. I was gonna say, if we can't kill her, can we at least send her to another plane? I have a few in mind that might work.
If we do this, how will she stand trial and serve whatever justice determines to be the correct punishment for her crime?
There is a question too. If she is spellcaster, what kind of person is she? I don't know what she's capable of.
I don't think you guys do either.
Trying to remember.
So you have seen that outside of her person, like the Hags did some counterspell stuff, but she booked it out of there. You haven't actually seen what she's capable of.
Right, but before that, when we took her in her secret hideout, did she use any magic at that time?
No. She was all fisticuffs.
Okay, then that it would be our explanation, is that as far as we know, she is fully combat oriented. So I do think that if we can separate her from Hags temporarily, that we may then be able to subdue her in more permanent fashion.
Poppy, make an Arcana check. If you were to separate her from the Hags, and then regularly figure out a way to cast Feign Death whenever she would become conscious again, that would be possible.
But again, she has to be willing for us to do that.
Not if she's unconscious.
No, but it says, it says a willing creature. So you're saying that if she's unconscious, then she counts as a willing creature?
If she's unconscious, what she doesn't have
a choice? Like, is it just automatic failure?
Are we all suddenly Republican? Because this is getting awkward.
Yeah, no, like don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not I'm saying it's not a good way of going about it. But like it's she wouldn't, unless she in death, in unconsciousness, resisted it by choice, knowing where it was coming from. She wouldn't know what effect she was really resisting.
Huh. Well, if she doesn't see any of you, she has seen all of you, correct?
Only Viettervesk.
Only myself and Poppy.
So me and Thoggir are clear to approach if she's in a approachable state.
Yeah, but I mean,
In
she's
theory,
still, yeah. Just be careful.
Yes, very
Well,
much so.
I am a frog. People very often give me the benefit of the doubt that I am harmless. They look down upon me, just not physically, but also mentally, that, he's just a frog. What can he do?
That would also apply here, too, because you know that Bullywug are all about possessions and power. So with your size, that could... Like, you would have to deal with people trying to claim ownership, but no one would take... Like, the Bullywug would not take you seriously.
What about this? Sort of along the lines of what you're talking about. What if we separate Higgs from her? We find some way that we can bind her such that she cannot reconnect to Higgs. Maybe this is option. I don't know. Joel has some thoughts about what might be good for that. I'm not sure what Viettervesk would know. But if we defeat her while she is separated from Higgs, we take her.
Okay.
I cast Spare Dying on her.
Yep.
And we keep her in this nearly dead state for journey home.
Well, but how are they keeping control over her? Is she wearing something that lets them assert power, or how are they staying
That
connected?
I do not know. That I do not know.
Thoggir can eat her hands.
Well,
Again.
What? No, that is not what I am
That's-
suggesting.
Okay,
The-
but Poppy did.
we could, if she is a spellcaster or someone who uses fisticuffs, we could just simply break her fingers and then after
too.
splint them.
Please.
Well, we're
Something.
not doing it with the intent to hurt. We're doing it with the intent
No,
to stop her from causing trouble for us.
I'm not
Hey,
going to
we-
hurt her.
No.
Her arm
It's
is not
painful, break
supposed
your
to bend
finger.
like that, but it's not
Well,
hurt.
A question for DM. Although I understand why everyone is suggesting to do horrible things to this woman, Viettervesk is less likely to agree that this is a good idea. So I'm looking for other options.
Yeah.
Do I know enough about Fae to know the cold iron situation?
Based off of the rolls that you have made, yes.
Okay.
I had pointed that out when we were on the boat really early on with the cat fae things.
Yep,
Yes.
that's exactly why I'm saying yes, because
Yes,
even
yes,
if you
yes.
didn't, Thoggir would have mentioned it a couple times because you've been dealing with them.
Do I recall correctly? We have manacles.
You do?
I do, yes.
Even if are they cold iron?
Yeah, we had. That was the.
They're iron.
mm,
I'm going to do a quick search on my end to see if cold iron is a specific process. or
right,
just
like maybe
the
it has a
temperature
different
of
makeup.
iron.
Even if it is, if they're not the right kind of iron, could I use the 4th level fabricate spell to convert them to cold iron?
Oh, put fabricate in the chat.
Okay, it would not quite meet the wording exactly, so this is why I'm asking. But here is details.
Yeah.
When Forge Cleric Solutions.
Forge clerics are great. Okay. So, to answer that, iron would not function as cold iron because cold iron is the way it is because it's forged a specific way.
Cool.
However, being a forge cleric,
I also
that-
have my channel divinity ability. Do I need to share that?
Yes, please.
Okay. So I'm thinking between these two, maybe I can manufacture something to bind her. Did it share?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so your channel divinity would not work
Would not work. Okay.
only because of the cost or the maximum value.
Okay, because they're worth more than 100 gold. Okay.
Guaranteed.
Okay.
However, if you had the value in raw materials to convert, I will say that fabricate would.
How much money are we talking about?
What's the regular cost of manacles? Because I know the multiplier. I
Or
want
like
to
2 gold. Manacles are like 2 gold. Straight up manacles.
Oh, if they're only 2 gold, that might actually change my answer.
Okay.
Yeah.
They would actually just fall under your channel divinity as well.
Okay.
Oh no, they wouldn't.
Okay.
Actually, no, because that's way too much of a multiplier for something that's non-magical.
So silvered is like what, an additional 100 gold, right?
Yeah. So
I assume it would be somewhat similar, right?
So the way I'm ruling it, because it's so specific and difficult to find, would be whatever the cost is times 50.
Times 50.
Yes.
Okay. So 2 times 50 would be exactly 100
Exactly
gold.
100, which is why that also covers it.
Okay. So all I need to be able to do this.
So I'm going to say that fabricate would be the way to go. I'm going to rule that your channel divinity would not work because it's not the creating of it.
Okay.
But the cost would be covered in there.
Okay. And as far as converting raw materials, would the lump of iron that we have in the existing manacles count as raw material that I could then convert into?
Yes. However, I will make you make a check to see if you can pull it off based off the specific nature and the mythical sort of idea behind cold iron.
Okay. All right. So, what do we think about this idea? We put her in circle, we bind her with cold iron, and then we keep her locked up until we can return her back to justice.
Could she... Go ahead.
No, you can go.
Is she capable of leaving the circle when it's been cast?
It is a good question. It will keep the fey creatures from touching her, but if she is simply an elf, perhaps not.
Is she an elf?
Indeed.
Yes.
Then perhaps we should, try speaking to her and reasons. Perhaps let her see, reason that we are trying to do is help her, free her from these emotions that these are troubling her.
If she is anything like a darker version of myself, she's not going to really listen to reason while the hags are in her head because she sees power and opportunity. I don't think she's going to go willingly until the hags are out because has that small thought, but amplified by millions. So what if Thoggir just sits on her and holds her down because she's not strong, if I remember correctly?
She was capable warrior.
No, you're right. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Well, if we are to persuade her, push her buttons to work with us, since she is a darker version of you, how would you say, what would entice her, give her a reason to work with us?
Her mother's diary, so we just have to lie and say we have it.
Would you fabricate a diary for her, Viettervesk?
I could fabricate an empty book.
I don't think Viettervesk really even got much handling of the diary.
I did not.
No.
But I'm not sure that I could fabricate words on page in any event.
What was the information in the page that was so important to her? What was the information?
maybe I shouldn't divulge all of what was in there, but it was just her mother's diary about her life. And anyways, I think just the hope that it's out there, and if she just listens to us, she can get the only connection she has to who she is and her mother, then that would be enough.
I am not comfortable lying to her.
Oh, Viettervesk, come on. Either I'm going to stab her in the heart or we're going to lie to her. Which one?
Neither of these options are necessary.
Okay, so you want to tell her her mother's diary, the only thing that's keeping her somewhat sane in this world, is gone forever. So she can just burn the world down.
We don't have to tell her. We just simply don't have to mention it.
What this is.
But there is a problem if she finds out that I am with you guys and she asks, where is the diary? And what am I supposed to say? Like, oh, what diary? I have not heard of any diary. Am I supposed to lie, or you say, just stay silent and respond with another question? Because this needs to be properly handled before that situation happens.
Also, do take into account, via information that you have, depending on where you encounter her, you will also have to deal with the Bullywug King.
Right, of course.
Why don't we ask this plan tomorrow?
Yes.
To see if this plan would be okay, confirm it. Could you ask, I don't know how to word this, could you ask, like, present this plan and ask the Stonefather where we could fail with this plan, or what could possibly, what are we missing?
That's exactly what divination is for.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, any way we can word a single question, we can ask.
Okay, so present this plan and either ask if this will work, or ask something of the nature of, is there something else we're missing for this plan to work? Another step, another layer, if that makes sense.
Yes. So, what are the bullet points of the plan that we are wanting to confirm?
I will be invisible, as will you, or I will be disguised, you'll be invisible. Mm-hmm. Gilp and Thoggir will keep her distracted, maybe by talking to her somehow. Just keep her distracted.
Aren't I staying hidden and observing?
Oh, yes, sorry. Yes, Thoggir hidden and observing. Gilp will go in to distract her with we have Alonzo too. With Alonzo. Yep.
I'll try to ritual detect magic and have 10 minutes of knowing what's going on while I'm staying hidden.
Yes. And then Viettervesk will cast the magic circle to entrap her, break the connection to the hags, and then somehow, by the grace of the gods, I'm still confused about this part, so you can finish that off.
Well, if you communicate our reason to her, like get her to work with us, so she is willing to have the Forgiven Death cast upon her. If that fails, I would say we have a small time frame in order to subdue her and make her unconscious, where we have to cast the spell and hope that the grasp the hags have on her is gone.
So the part of this I'm not sure about is couple of things. First, if you start talking to her about the Hags, then she will wonder, why do you know what you know? And that is going to create a problem.
Well, I am with Blurg, because we are fellow cousins, and Blurg needs to be on a good side because he has a kingdom to run, and the Hags are opposing his kingdom because they are ruling over place, and Blurg's is a bullywug. They want power, they want more power over place, and he has suggested me to use my abilities to confirm if it is possible for her to break the power that they have over her, to diminish their hold over the place that they have.
Everybody except for Gilp, make an insight check.
Hey, my best insight of the game.
That is a...
The only person who's not getting this one is Viettervesk. That's surprising.
Viettervesk is trying to keep all of the balls in the air right now, figuring things out.
His plan is way too detailed for Bullywug. Bullywug don't care about anything to that level.
So just go and show off your shiny self. Say, look at me, I'm the shiniest Bullywug. You just need to talk nonsense for 10 minutes of just... Maybe you can flirt with her. Maybe
in that place.
Yes, if you're shiny, you're useful, and you're interested in her romantically, and you want to show off how useful and strong you are, and the big strong frog you are, and
Thoggir,
distract her.
I have a request. Could you make me clean?
Are you sure?
Well, if I am to impress her with my golden manner, I would need to be clean. I've heard that women
I'm going
like
to
the
include
right
this
clean.
into the insight with Poppy. If he goes in there clean, he's fucked.
No, don't be clean. Just like when you get close to her, just like maybe scratch off a piece of dust and just be like, if you would like to see more, come back to my quarters later. You know what I mean? Like, play it up. We'll distract her. 10 minutes.
No,
Yes.
please, no.
It's gonna work.
Inspiration.
Oh my god.
I'll actually take this moment to explain the methods of which we hand out actual D20 inspiration. One is me going, that was awesome, take one. Another one is the players just being like, that was a cool moment, and giving it to another player with one other player supporting it.
I have a lot of options on the table. I will see which one she will take from the table.
Perhaps this is good question. Perhaps this is next question. Perhaps we ask, how can Gilp most effectively keep Hagwoman distracted and in one place until spell has taken effect?
Sure.
He could talk about Poppy and knowing where she's hiding and try to barter with her information.
But if I am saying that I am on the look for her because she killed my family, and
I'm not that extreme. I'm not just running around murdering families. Come up with something
I
plausible.
kind of remember a blood oath to a god, and it's okay. It's a story for another time.
But if she stole a family heirloom that is very important to me, that way this woman would,
What is the heirloom that Poppy stole from you?
My grandma's skull.
Poppy, give it back.
We're lying, Viettervesk. This is how we get results.
No, okay, well, hold on. But why lie?
Gullible's written on the ceiling, Viettervesk.
Do you have your mother's... your grandmother's skull with you?
But no, that is a lie.
I stole it, Viettervesk. You're right. You caught me. I stole the skull. It's back in the lighthouse.
I will pull out one platinum coin, and I will hold it up before I cannot remember your character's name every time. Gilp. And I will say, Gilp. Viettervesk also has big problems with names of foreign places. So
it's fine.
Gipli. Yes, do you recognize the metal?
I believe that is platinum.
Yes. Have you ever had a platinum coin before that was yours and only yours?
You thought platinum was a myth.
Is that real? Can I bite it?
It is, in fact, you can have it.
What would I do with this?
I'll swipe the coin.
Is it not very valuable to you?
Okay. Hold on. I need you to roll a sleight of hand check versus Gilp's passive perception.
Which we already know sucks. But so does that.
So Gilp, as she's saying, I'll swipe it, you're looking at it and you see it coming.
What do you... I do not want this platinum coin if it invites trouble. Poppy could have it.
No.
No, it's the principal.
It is yours. And I certainly would look poorly on anyone who would steal your possessions from you.
And after
But
he
if
says
someone,
that, it's gone and Poppy is nowhere.
but if someone did so, I imagine you would have reason to want to find them and get your platinum coin back. Yes.
Oh wait, Gilp, Glip. Do you have anything else valuable on you?
Well, I have a pyramid of sticky black incense that smells very bad.
I'm actually gonna ask Carolyn to roll a d6. If you get a 4 or higher, you didn't make contact with his skin.
Ooh.
Oh.
Okay, you did not make contact with Gilp's skin.
I want to steal something else from you. So, like, what's shiny that's on you besides your skin?
Or is there anything that like has
mirror.
seemed valuable to you personally?
A steel mirror is probably the one that looks the most shiny.
Okay.
Fucking hell.
That one you made contact with Gilp's skin.
Oh.
I need you to
But
make a Constitution save.
I'm invisible, so it would be 13 instead of that one, right? It's advantage.
Hold on, I need to check something then. It's not an attack, so you're good. Yeah.
Okay.
Roll a d6.
Okay. Oh.
Make me a Constitution saving throw.
You can
okay.
beat this. This is easy.
You do not get sick. You start to feel a little queasy, but you don't get sick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Viettervesk.
Gilp, after this conversation, you realize the platinum's gone, and so is the silver.
Wait, Viettervesk, my stuff is disappearing all over. What is going on?
Oh no, you know, Poppy sometimes has sticky fingers.
I am too have sticky fingers.
Maybe your thing stuck to her fingers and she has stolen from you now.
Why was she
wasn't-
steal from me?
It wasn't Poppy.
I will
It was
put
the
stealing the
wind.
diary either. That
I
didn't
will
stop
put
her.
big heavy hand on Glippy's shoulder and I will say, she's stolen from you now, right?
We are enemies now.
And
Oh, no, that's part of what she does. She gave me the title of Duke and stole it and gave it to you.
Well,
I can see why now it would be very important for you to go to her enemy to try to get their help finding her, right?
I think I know where this is going and coming from. This could work, yes. I forgive you,
But
Poppy.
you... Maybe, well, that might...
That ruins it, though. You have to be...
I still want my stuff back. She hasn't given it to me. I need
True.
the stuff.
True.
I'm still invisible, just like chilling out somewhere else.
Well, should I not be leaving now since
Perhaps.
I not see her?
Perhaps, yes, you should not see her until it is time.
I will close my eyes.
Here, you can ride on top of carriage.
Yes. Guide me.
I would just pick him up and like sort of toss him up there.
I will let you. I will remind you. Stop this. Stop this.
And you could hop up, right? You're a frogman. You could hop up.
Make an athletics check. As he's about to hop, you grab him and throw him, and then he jumps.
I make athletics check?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm
Don't make
pretty
an
good at
acrobatics?
this.
Critical.
Yes, not
Critical.
So, yeah, you go to jump, and as your legs bend down, you're thrown as part of the jump, and you go above the carriage by like 10 feet.
Oh, like I do with my children in the pool, where I'm like, okay, ready?
Yeah,
Jump!
exactly.
Mama Bird says, learn to fly.
Well, Poppy, I would ask of you not to be in my presence so that I could not get my things back from you.
Okay, and you better watch your back. I might steal some more later.
No,
kinda fun.
no.
Eh.
And,
Okay.
Do not.
Getting back to our bullet points.
I will fireball this entire place, Poppy. Do not force my...
Ooh, don't threaten me with a good time. Let's do it.
I will not cast Fireball then, geez.
Poppy is disguised.
I
Viettervesk
have
is
not cast
invisible.
Fireball in days. This is the most alarming sentence I have ever heard somebody say.
Gilp and Alonzo are a distraction. Poppy, you should steal from Alonzo too.
Oh.
Thoggir is hidden and casting Detect Magic. And then I cast Magic Circle. And then we tackle her to ground and we bind her in cold iron. Am I missing anything?
I'll also be dumping a spell slot in the primal awareness so I can tell if we're like walking into being fucked or not.
Okay.
That
Yes,
whole,
there's
oh
a-
my god, there's Fae everywhere, not again.
So the only part of this that I'm thinking perhaps is we need to figure out where we can do all of this, where she will not be surrounded by Bullywug or other allies.
With that, if you time it properly, you might be able to pull it off around the same time as the distraction from the monk which you met.
But then we can't use distraction to rescue our friend.
You would just have to then figure out if you could do both at the same time. But if
Okay.
not, then you could do
Okay,
that,
so
get Basil,
distraction
pull
happens.
away, give him time to recover, then go back in.
Happens. Rescue. This is Mr. Plan. Basil.
Okay.
Coroner. Hagwoman. What is her actual name?
1 second. It's been a long time since that question has been asked.
It is. Because she's just being Jaeger. She's not really the problem. The Hags are the problem, so. I will just say Hagwoman for now.
No. Viv Lynn.
Corner. Vivi Hagwoman. Okay. Okay. All right. I'm posting this into a Roll20 chat. This is Mr. Plan.
Yes.
Am I missing any important component of this is how we will present to Stonefather tomorrow and ask him either will this work or what should we add or change to make this work?
We need an exit strategy, don't we?
Well, nah. We'll be fine. Never worried about that
Also
before.
need the sacrifice.
Ooh, sacrifice.
What sacrifice?
The 25 gold he's able to. Consumed.
I have that. I have that if we need to ask this again. I have 3 more of those.
He has more
We're
sniffy
on
dust.
that.
All
We're
right.
okay on that. And I have the 100 gold pieces worth of silver for Magic Circle separately. So we have the components that we need. So exit strategy. So maybe question is how can we escape with her and all of us safely?
Hold on, I might have something.
I mean, we could figure out an escape route for where we're going to put the wagon. Have prepared to be able to get her to that.
Yes.
I can make. So when you cast this spell using a spell slot of 3rd level or higher, you can target 1 additional creature for each spell slot. So I can only make 2 people invisible getting out of there.
Okay. So we need to be able to get away.
Okay,
Yes.
so
I
2
can take care of
invisible,
myself.
1 disguise because I can still disguise myself,
Mhm.
and then Gilp, you can polymorph, right?
Well, yes, I could also reduce myself and carry myself with my own mage hand.
Okay, so that's okay. So you can polymorph somebody else.
Can you
And
do that with
then-
Mage Hand or Big Beast? I know it's one of the two.
Are
be
you
tiny.
small enough to use Mage Hand? Will you
I am
actually be
small.
small enough?
I'm size small, but when
You're
I reduce,
already
I become
size small.
tiny.
What is your
Okay.
weight?
Right now, I am like 20 weight.
It'll be a tiny creature.
Yeah, it would work.
It'll be like a pixie.
Under 5 pounds, so Mage Hand could do it, but only at the 30 feet of movement per round.
Yeah, that's
I'm
fine.
gonna look that up because I know that trick can be used with Big B's Pan, but I haven't heard with Mage Hand.
I'm not used to people doing reduce and using
No.
Mage. I'm used to Bigsby being the concentration
Mage
effect in
Hand.
play.
Fly.
It would not get you to the proper weight. It only reduces your weight by half.
Oh, does it?
Yeah,
Yes.
so I'm with me 10,
I thought it
and
said,
maximum is 10.
I thought maximum was 5.
I can,
I double check. Yes, double check.
If the
Yeah, 'cause
maximum is 10,
I think it's 5
you're
too.
good.
yeah, because it says at the bottom, carry more than 10
You're good.
pounds.
Oh yeah.
So you could do this, yes.
You wouldn't be able to
But-
have any equipment.
Yes, that includes
So you-
everything except my arcane focus,
Yeah.
etc. Well, that brings a difficult question. My common clothes weighs 3.
So yeah, like
pounds.
anything that has a weight connected to it, you would not be able to have with you.
But if
Yeah.
you were,
My clothing-
if you are 10 pounds, you can just like ride on my shoulder.
Then
He means
you
for
would-
escaping by flying away on a Mage Hand.
yes, like being
Well-
carried away.
Could you
Right.
polymorph or no? So whoever's being polymorphed, can they polymorph into a bird and like?
Then
Carry some of
the
us
problem
out?
is, and not reduce already requires me to be concentrating,
Concentrating, yes.
so I can't polymorph. But if I were to polymorph, I could just polymorph into a giant eagle,
Yeah.
escape with a lot of people.
Yeah. So why don't we do that? So how many people could we carry on a giant eagle?
Uh,
Only one, I believe.
One,
You might be able to pull off like
2, 4, 5.
you might be able to pull off 2 people if you did like a pop like one was Poppy or the woman, Vivlin, and one was like an unconscious Basil. But anything including Thoggir or Viettervesk isn't being good. You could do 2 of the rest of the group.
Up to 480 pounds is the basic carrying rules for a giant eagle. So,
So not me.
and that's basically what I am. So,
Exactly. You wouldn't be able to pull
Yeah.
off 2 people with that.
So we have 7 people we need to escape with, right?
Well, we have
Yes.
Alonzo on horseback or ponyback.
yes.
Well, he can leave the pony outside maybe if this is going to be really detrimental.
He's-
I don't recall. Is Alonzo's horse a summoned being?
Nope.
No,
It is an actual horse.
It's an
Okay.
actual pony.
Hieronymus. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
So, but yes, we could
Alonzo-
leave the horse with the carriage.
Which carriage, yeah.
I believe his movement would be majorly hindered at that point then.
It would be 25 feet, which is faster than Viettervesk is.
It's true.
Okay, so what we're saying is the 2 of you have to make it to the wagon. I can escape via dash and Zephyr Strike doing 130 feet a turn.
Yeah.
question.
So you can just bamf out.
Yes.
So I could turn Alonzo and Viettervesk invisible because they're the
Yes.
slowest.
Yes.
That takes care of them. Thoggir is taken care of. I can cast Disguise Self on myself, so just slip into the crowd or whatever, the chaos. Gilp can
You can fly away.
fly away with Basil or the unconscious woman is the only. Yes?
With
yes.
both.
Okay. So
With
with
both.
both. Okay. So that
I
takes care
think
of
either
everybody.
of those are a very good solution.
All
Okay.
right.
So
Question.
that will be our escape plan.
Okay.
Justin,
Yeah.
would I have seen a Quetzalcoatlus?
Actually,
Because grungs usually are from that place where they are,
yeah, no, that's why I'm legitimately questioning it.
and Quetzalcoatlus usually snack upon that kind. I'm not even sure if they are herbivores or carnivores.
Might I encourage we take our half session break and you come to a conclusion on that? For when we
100%.
return?
100%.
Good call.
I was literally
Good call.
just about to jump into. Let's take a break and then we'll come back with another round of divination.
All right.
Oh, it was a carnivore.
There we go.
All right. Taking a break.
Hell yeah, we will be back in 5 to 10. And today's a really good session for planning and info. So
We're not going to miss this one time. It's not like me going into the cave for the Fae Bear.
We are stacking the deck as much as we possibly can at this point.
which is smart. But
Could
we're
be
going to take that
bulletproof.
quick break. We'll see everyone in about 5 to 10.
Awesome.
Bye.
Bye.
And we are back. While I do some camera adjustment, I know there's still some planning as well as potential additional questions.
All right. So if you go with the purpose of us talking about Gilp going with like an eagle or an owl or whatever is because of the ability to grab the subdued hag chick and get out of there with her. Whereas if any of the rest of us tried to like throw her over our shoulder and carry her, we're not going to be moving very quickly, right?
That is correct.
So that's a main concern that we have to make sure is addressed by whatever the plan is here. And then beyond that, we have to make sure that all of us can get away.
Do you want to throw out that second divination question before the rest of the planning to maybe clarify?
Yes, DM, I do.
That would be nice. That would be nice.
I feel like the Stone Father is trying to talk to me right now, and I want to hear what he has to say.
I am just making sure that you use all of your resources properly.
I appreciate that very much. So, yes, then I suppose the question is, given the givens, which is the following details, which I will drop again in chat so that people who are watching can see it. Mm-hmm. Given these details, what else do we need to prepare and plan in order to capture this woman and escape successfully with all of us safely returning home?
Okay. So as you go through this same process with your casting and all of this, the silver spirals out again, but it doesn't go to look at you. It goes up into one of the trees, and you see all of the leaves on the trees spread out and shoot off of the branch and just fill the space. But it looks like they're acting in a united movement.
Do we all see this?
No.
Okay.
Okay. I was about to throw some hands.
Yeah.
Additionally, you get this sense, and you see about 7 bugs safely avoid this spread.
7 of us.
And now I'm back. But you see a whole bunch of other little insects, a bird or two, get hit by these leaves. And that is it.
Okay, I will share everything that I saw with the group.
So if we enact this plan, then many innocents possibly will get hurt?
I'm not sure if that is what I'm saying, but let's talk about it. Yes, Gilp.
Poppy, make an insight check.
Gilp, what were you going to say?
Well, I was thinking if innocent bystanders would get hurt, that would ruin Poppy's noble reputation. We should be concerning ourselves directly just with Vivian. Vivi, her name was?
Yes, that is correct.
If I were to be assumed to be rude, if I were to polymorph into a giant ape and I just simply yeet her away from everyone's eyesight, just into a direction where you all would be waiting, she would be confused and possibly hurt. You would have the surprise, you would have the, surprise her. She would be heavy or wounded. I could easily get there in like 12 10 seconds-ish.
I feel like I need to think on what Stonefather was trying to tell us here. I have sensed that the leaves maybe were meant to be the many bullywug working together to block our escape.
Would bullywugs be capable of doing such precise
Viettervesk,
movements?
make an insight check.
Okay. I can have extra D4 on this?
You absolutely can.
4.
Doesn't matter. 17.
Okay, with a 17, that doesn't seem correct.
Okay. Maybe not. Maybe not. What could the leaves be then? I think we are the 7 insects that avoided it.
Yes, that makes sense.
If you shake a beehive and then throw it in the town and run away, the town suffers and you do not.
The hags maybe are the leaves somehow, and so wrath.
Well, if you think of it this way, what could, other than bullywugs, what could be there? Didn't they mention a guardian? Guardians?
I don't recall. Is that something we remember?
That was,
Something
I
about
believe it was...
So the woman has her gardens.
Garden, not guardian.
Okay, my bad.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
There's been mention of pits.
Pits.
And you know that this is an ancient site. This is not like something that this generation of bullywug built up.
Okay, so
Then-
there's some other history here that is unknown.
Yes.
What if it is not the bullywugs, but they have other trapped beings and they would let them unleash them? It could be animals who travel in packs and fight in packs. Usually bullywugs would trap people, trap animals for food and fighting. Could be something like that. Because do you think bullywugs would be capable of fighting such precise movements and giving out such precise commands? Battle tactic?
I don't know them as well as you do. I cannot say.
Well, I don't know either. I don't remember if my kind is smart or not.
Oh, well, I think you are very smart.
I don't think they are. When we fought them in the woods once.
You fought
We
my
were-
kind? You fought my
Well,
cousins?
Our cousins, yes.
Yeah.
Were they smart?
They were not.
They were
very
chaotic.
smart.
Yeah, I slayed the king hoping to become king of the bullywugs, and in turn, they turned on me very fast and then
what
abandoned
color
each
was he?
other.
What
But
was
we
the king's
also-
color?
Green?
Oh, that's an ugly color.
But we also
Yes.
managed to sneak up on them quite handily and destroyed the entire tribe of fighters very quickly.
They were that weak?
Times.
They were quite weak, yes.
Or you
Am
could
I-
hear that as we are that strong, but okay.
You
No,
are
no.
that strong.
They were
Yes.
quite weak. They were quite weak. But
Oh.
an ant is weak. But, hundreds and hundreds of fire ants can still bring a grown man to his knees.
Well, you bring a valid point. That does make me feel a lot better.
So we're thinking that the leaves are somehow the bullywugs, because that would mean the bullywugs
I feel
avoid
like I
us.
don't
That
have
doesn't
that
make
right.
sense.
I
Yeah.
don't think I have that right. But it was us avoiding the leaves. It was it was seven insects avoided the sudden growth of leaves.
Wait.
So
Wasn't,
there was 7 that avoided the influx of leaves leaving the branches. But
Remember
anything
Sid?
within the radius other than the 7 all got hit.
Remember Sid? She used her palms to shoot those beams. Could it be her shooting? She said she was going to be there, no?
Ah, fuck, I
Cause
forgot about the
distraction?
bullywug.
Could be, but I don't know why we would specifically need to be told to be worried about avoiding an ally necessarily. What if there is something that the swamp itself is capable of in that place?
What if this has
Crocodiles?
something to do with the bullywog who could turn people into stone? We still never resolved that.
Yes, the sorceress.
I mean, she won't hit us, but maybe somehow we're falling into a plan of hers. She knows what we're going to do, and she always wanted to take down the Bullywog King.
She wanted to take the king down.
Once we take the king down and escort, the evil bitch out of there, then that will give her time to turn everybody into stone or do whatever evil thing she conspires to do.
That could be.
What if this is just all of what if situations and we truly cannot come to terms what it is? Should we not just wing it and be prepared for the worst? While we have a lot of backup ideas?
Do also all know that she does have a patron being that clearly can't be just a bullywug based off of what you've seen.
I remember you said the bullywug who turned people into stone was capable of casting a spell of one higher level.
Yes.
And that she must have had someone of higher power, like an ancient dragon, as a contractor.
Yes.
Right. Yes.
One of
something like that, yes.
I believe it was either me or Poppy, I don't remember, Viettervesk, could be, who said that information.
Yep.
Ooh, did you say
I believe it was Viettervesk. Not necessarily dragon.
An ancient dragon.
No. It makes sense that it's a dragon.
Okay.
It's an ancient dragon.
We know a missing dragon, maybe. That seems too much of a coincidence.
Too on the nose. Also not ancient, I don't believe.
Yeah, she's
It has to be ancient? Okay.
For that
For
type
the
of
level
power,
of power.
Especially because it's not directly there. It's kind of like the abilities you're getting via Warlock.
So let us, maybe we take a step back. What do we know from this vision?
It sounds like a positive.
We know there is going to be some great effect that will capture everything in area or affect everything in area in some way. It seemed negative to me. And that we, if we are prepared for it, can escape.
Yes.
Sounds like a win.
Yeah, you know what? I think we're overthinking this. We'll be fine.
Yes, as long as I could get a hold of
I immediately want to
Vivi.
think about this a lot more.
Well, okay. For safety reasons, our priority is Vivienne. We take Vivienne away from the crowd, and hopefully, as they see problems, conflict, they will disperse.
Do we want to try to coincide our attack on Vivienne with whatever this event is?
Actually, wait. Since Vivienne doesn't know any of us, it should be just a normal conversation for me to come to her and say, I am looking for Poppy. She has my belongings. She stole from me.
Yes.
I know from rumors and of tales that you and Poppy are not acquainted, but are of ill terms. And I was hoping my enemy of my enemy is my friend, that maybe you could have perhaps help this small Grom get back his belongings, and you could have revenge on Poppy.
What do you take?
I'm taking something from Alonzo this time because he also knew the cover story and I failed yesterday.
Oh, what do you go for?
What's shiny on him? That looks important that he likes.
Everything.
Like, that's the wrong person, does.
Doesn't he have like his family
Signet
ring?
Signet
Yeah, I want
ring.
that.
I have a signet ring.
Oh, yeah, okay, cool.
Oh, you do too?
Yeah, I.
Oh, okay. So I go for his, and then since I now noticed that, I'm gonna also go for Gilp's ring. 14, though I'm invisible.
No, don't notice. Doesn't notice.
What is your passive perception?
10.
You do notice because it's on your finger. I'm giving it cover.
Okay. So I'm
Fine.
feeling like a tug on my ring.
Yeah.
Yes.
I will then clutch my hand like this, like, hey,
Poppy,
please.
con save.
please, not this ring. This was found with me when I was woken up.
You're good.
So with the 13 for my third one, I'll just steal whatever's easy off Alonzo for now.
Okay, cool. We'll resolve that one Alonzo's back.
Okay.
I would very much prefer if you did not take this ring. It seems to be very precious to me,
I need to be right
expensive.
Okay.
It's very expensive thing.
It's okay, you have to go to sleep sometime.
I could have it in my mouth.
I like the challenge.
No, don't, no. That was not my intention to make it a challenge.
Challenge accepted.
Very well.
Welcome
We
to
will see
Poppy's
when
World.
it happens.
Might I recommend choosing a more
No.
obscure orifice?
No.
No,
Please do not.
this is a family heirloom. I could not deface this value of this item.
You made it
my
a
belly
challenge. I didn't say yours.
All right. You guys are also getting very close to the point where you will have to choose a path.
Okay. Can I pray to my I know it hasn't worked really, but can I pray to my patrons and be like, hey buddy, if you're out there listening, could really use a W right now, and just maybe a hint, a sign about maybe who the other patron is that we're facing, because I know you're better and you're stronger, so I know.
Roll a D100.
Okay.
You got this. We believe. We have faith.
Okay, so
The beginning of the end.
you looking into your patron and being like, hey, give me a W on something. I'll be nice.
Okay.
And let you know that you have lovely thoughts of turtles in your head. I don't know if that tells you anything whatsoever, and you did not roll below your level, and you don't have an ability to actually technically do this. But you have lovely thoughts of turtles in your head, because they've been mentioned so many times.
Gilp! Turtle, now! Go! Turn me!
I polymorph her into a turtle. A small turtle.
Yeah, you're a turtle.
Alright, I'm gonna just
Roll.
roll from... Oof, close.
Turtle.
That's exactly what I was thinking about.
will-
turtle.
I will-
Turtle.
I will mage hand lift her up, because I do not want to physically touch her. I will mage hand her and pull her up.
Can I speak as a turtle? When I don't.
Nope.
Nope.
Intelligent.
could speak to her as a
you can move
turtle.
very slowly. You can kind of bite things and chew small ferns. You get no greater insights. However, you're like, and that's it. Your thought process is slow down a little bit.
Lettuce would be nice right now.
Yeah, that's in there.
Yeah, I will, like, if nothing's happening for like 10 minutes, I'm just gonna release the spell.
No, wait. I'm enjoying this.
Well, no, we need Poppy to cast her
I
invisibility.
need this right now.
How much longer do I have to wait for you to be satisfied?
Perhaps if I could convince her to make me a duke again, she could.
Well, the problem is she's a turtle. She cannot understand us.
I can change that.
You can speak to turtle?
Yes,
He casts
I can.
speak with turtle.
Well, then go ahead. But I'll let you know you're not using my spell against her for you to gain something for your own. That would be going against my well wishes against Poppy.
Oh, I am not such a cruel beast.
Inside.
No, I'm not lying. I'm not lying.
Well,
Not lying.
I am lying.
In that case, roll.
I can do this.
Let's see if you can deceive this -3 to insight.
Oh. Yeah, well, I'm obviously like a high charisma character, if you couldn't tell.
Hell yeah.
well, and I'm not a very high wisdom character, as you can
No,
tell.
you just rolled good.
Fucking nailed it.
Entirely lying.
Well, Thoggir, I get the impression, the feeling that you are lying to me. Next time, I will give you something else that you can feel good about. But this, I will not.
Well, I appreciate this extra time to watch your struggle. So thank you.
Yes, I will turn Poppy back to normal.
And just don't tell her I asked about this.
I promise nothing. Okay. Viettervesk, could you tell Poppy? And I will not tell Poppy.
Viettervesk won't do that.
And you're back to being you. Make a dex save.
Remember that time that Poppy left you,
You
in a
land on your
village for a week?
I what?
You land on your feet.
Okay, cool.
Just saying, you know.
Poppy, I did not tell you anything that was being
Yeah,
said.
like you heard them talking, but I don't think turtles understand a language.
Charlie Brown moments.
They have
Yeah.
less intelligence than forks. They're not capable of understanding any language.
You know, I gotta say, I kind of enjoyed the peace that a turtle feels. It's very quiet, very slow.
Well, did whatever you needed to do understand as a turtle work? You told me to put him up into a turtle?
I think I understand.
Please share.
I'll just not touch Gilp. I'll just like point to his heart. It's about what's in here and in here.
Blood? Heart? Meat?
Well, okay. I don't know. I didn't understand anything. I'm lying to you. It was weird. I don't want to be a turtle again.
Well, there is a problem. I don't have it in me to cast another polymorph spell for today.
Have we been traveling long enough to rest for the night?
Yes. We have 2 more days, right? As of now, because we've only asked 2 questions.
We have asked 2 questions, yes.
And we have 1 more or 2 more?
We have, I believe Justin said we have a total of 4 available.
Okay, so that
Yeah,
means there's 2 more days
2
left.
more
Yeah.
questions.
So today you will get a question. So you've already had today's question.
We're on day 2 now.
The
yes.
next day you will get a question. However, today you will have to decide which path you're taking.
I will say when we rest for tonight, because I really need them to be convincing, not for my own personal needs or anything, I will be invisible again. And I will be trying to take their rings off as they sleep.
Oh, if it's as they sleep, you succeed.
Okay, cool.
Their passive perceptions aren't high enough to cover that.
Okay. I need to steal a family heirloom from them.
Make two sleight of make the 1 sleight of hand roll because you already got. Yeah, you're good.
Are you gonna like try to take Thoggir's tooth out at some point?
No, you're not. Well, maybe. Maybe.
Okay, so what path are you going to take?
Is the decision...
path more traveled, or the way that they avoid?
Are we at the point on the beginning of day 3 where that decision must be made?
You are.
Okay. I think if we travel the path that is less frequently traveled, we are more likely not to come across any other bullywug. What do you all think?
This is long enough away that I can't relate this to like an escape route, so I don't think I'd have opinion one way or could the owl
can
go
I
a month out or a mile out and try to get a scout?
Yes, do that.
A mile out would not get you details.
Understood.
Okay. What about augury? Can I get wheel or woe?
Ooh. You would get... So, do you cast augury? And do you want it to cover both paths?
Yes.
Okay. So, the path more traveled is simply woe.
The path more traveled is all bad.
All bad. The path less traveled is mostly woe, possibly a touch a wheel. There's like a WH.
Okay. I think that is the decision, yes? The only possible good outcome is the path less traveled.
You know what? Like a lowercase WH, not even an uppercase.
Okay.
The road
So-
less traveled by.
The road less
Two
traveled.
roads diverge.
Diverge. And I
Yellowwood.
took the path
Yep.
less traveled.
Here we
Yes.
go. Onwards.
Okay. Before you do get to whatever you are encountering, you will get one last question.
Do you mean using my spell?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. What else do we need to know, guys?
What will be the hag's next move once we separate them?
That might not cover the 7 days,
Yes.
but you could look
Okay,
into
but
the hag's moves.
Well, how about this? The hag's reaction to us.
Oh,
That's a good one.
spelling.
Yes.
Single question concerning specific goal, event, or activity.
Event.
Event.
Us dispelling or breaking the bond.
that
What-
would qualify.
How will the Hags immediately respond to us separating them from their Jaegered elf?
Is that
Yes.
is that the question?
I think it's a good one.
That is the question, I think.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what happens is you're traveling.
Yes.
The silver comes up, and it starts to like surround a tree. And from the tree, Viettervesk, you start to hear ding, ding, ding. It's a sound that you know very well.
An anvil.
Maybe. There's other things that sound like that. And then, out of nowhere, you see a boar rush at the tree, and the dinging sound stops.
I hate this spell.
Okay.
Make
What
me a history
was
check.
Okay. What was the sound I recognized
The sound of mining.
of mining? Okay.
Can I give
had
you
the
bardic inspiration, like before you went in? Just be like, "You got this, buddy."
If you wanted to,
feeling.
yeah.
Absolutely.
I
You've
give
seen
you
that,
one.
that he's casting.
Yes.
Okay,
So
and
it's,
I'm looking for history, not insight. Is that correct?
100%.
Okay.
So you're gonna D8 from bardic inspiration.
If you want to do
Alright.
insight check afterwards, you can, but history
Okay.
might give you more of a
History
basis.
first. History first. Okay. And I can have D4 as well
Yep.
from myself because I'm prepared for this.
Yep.
And I can have D8.
Yes.
Okay.
With a 30, you have two thoughts. One of them doesn't make sense to you. The one that doesn't make sense is it representing Black Marsh. Because you know that there is mining that goes on underneath, but it's not known for mining. However, you have a map with, I believe, marked off a location known as McGiven Hill.
Is this the global map?
Yes. Which you should currently be on as players.
Yes, I do see it. It is far to the west.
That
Or
is
far to the
yes,
east.
that is a major mining settlement. That is all it has ever been. They produce a lot of currency and like more deep sort of metals, rare diamonds, things like that.
Okay.
We're supposed to travel beyond the Crimson Wall outpost anyway, so it's not like that's super huge.
Right. It is in direction we would need to travel. But what would be happening at McGiven Hill?
Do you tell us what you saw?
Yes, of course. I will
Okay.
share all of this.
So,
Yes.
I'm also gonna say
There's-
that when the boar hits the tree, it cracks where the silver was, and the tree falls.
So they're going to destroy McGibbon Hill, maybe, or create some chaos there.
Or some kind
Would
of
it be the bond, the result of the bond breaking?
Do you
But the
think
question was,
boars are representing the
the
hags?
what would the reaction of Hags be,
Yes.
right? So
Yes.
this is something the Hags are doing.
It
to
is something that the
somewhere
hags
else.
are directly involved in.
Okay.
Deeper in the rabbit hole we go.
Poppy, help me figure out what it is that the Stone Father is trying to tell us here. Inspire me.
Oh, hey, you got it, buddy. I'll do like a little wink and a spin upon inspiration.
Okay. Can I roll insight to try to understand
Yes.
what the Stone Father is trying to say? Or is it is insight or religion, or what would it be?
Religion would count. I'll allow a religion.
Would insight also count?
Yeah. You
Okay.
It's your choice which one you roll.
Okay, insight
Yeah,
is a better
plus-
score for me, so.
It's +7 insight. Like,
Viettervesk is balls at religion, honestly.
Yeah.
He's not a religious guy, he's a spiritual guy, you
it's a
know.
religious rock. Gotcha.
Okay, here we go. Insight plus D4 and D8. Okay, 24.
Nice. With a
24.
24. The boar felt extremely personal.
Personal to me?
Not just to you, to Poppy.
Oh no.
Or felt personal.
A boar. I'm a boar. I destroy things. I'm
I mean,
hot-headed.
it can sometimes be a little boring.
Oh, yeah, boo. Can I?
He said boo.
If you want to suggest like an alternate roll, but insight won't get much more.
Okay.
Can someone else incite what he just said though?
I mean,
What else would be applicable?
Unless you roll above a 25, you won't get much more
inside.
from insight. Yeah. Like
Okay,
that.
the only other thing that really would be applicable would be religion. Because I'm trying to hear from God, or Arcana, and I'm equally bad at both of those.
If someone wants to throw out an Arcana, that could apply.
Is anybody
I'll
good at Arcana?
Anybody aside
good.
from Viettervesk or Poppy would have disadvantage on this roll.
I am good with Arcana.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
proficient in it.
You're proficient,
Someone
but it
could
would be
help.
a disadvantage.
Someone could help.
I'll help.
You know what?
It'll
You know what,
bring us
Gilp?
back to
You've
0.
got this. You have some bardic inspiration.
And yes, here is the thing. So the spell, it did this, and it was like this, and there was this very interesting stuff that happened. Let's figure it out together, Grip.
Yeah,
Gil.
we will try. We will try.
No,
I will
crap.
also give you guidance with Stone Father's
Yep.
blessing.
Ooh, roll that d8.
And the D4
Yes.
is 25, is 29.
Hell yeah. Gilp, you're trying to figure this out. And you're working with Viettervesk. And you're like you get to a moment where you're like, that was really cool that was a tiger lady. That was a really cool tiger lady. I've heard of people turning into sharks, but not tigers.
I turn into a pig, so help me.
a boar.
And you start to think of animals and people together. Also known as a were creature.
Were-boar. A were-boar. Vivian is a were-boar?
Who's a...
The moment that he says werebore, because you've heard stories of were sharks, which is the reason why you make the connection. Poppy and Viettervesk, you know what
Yes.
basil is.
Yes.
werewolf.
And you just spoke to a tiger who is supposedly also connected to those 5 bloodlines.
So the tiger is gonna sabotage us because Vilvian blah blah is part of the bloodlines, and she won't let us do anything to her.
You leave the black.
Bruh.
Oh,
Gilp?
mother.
And the 5 bloodlines are all shifter types then.
Gilp,
Right.
you can pretty much cover that that's not true. You connect the dots that there is such thing as a wereboar.
Would I think that Vivian's been cursed, or that she possibly could be a wereboar?
Beyond that, I have given you the information you will get.
No, but perhaps they have.
Don't you love it when someone takes divination?
Yes, I do. It's very fun.
How many divinations do we have left?
We have one more tomorrow.
You get worse every time we
We
use
have
it.
one
It gets
more
worse.
tomorrow.
Then maybe we should ask if she will change her nature into something more animalistic.
You should maybe ask if she is even worth saving.
Oh,
Oh, wait, can I answer that the first day? Right?
no.
It is not a matter
Absolutely
of
not.
whether.
Is she worth saving? If
It
a
is
god
not-
gives us permission, then we can just strike her
Feed
down.
her
Peter.
to me.
Yes,
It is
I will
not.
cook her up for Thoggir.
Oh my god, I love you so much.
I will take pleasure in it.
Wait. Let's remember now that she is under the affliction of possession, that some of things that she's doing is not necessarily out of her own volition. However, before the possession happened, she did burn down the villages. She did.
Burn Down Village was after possession.
And when she,
the kids that she coerced to do evil things.
That was before.
and here's the thing, when I spoke to the hags, they seemed like the type of people that are just kind of guide you to destruction, but you have to already have that peace in you. So she already wanted to burn down a village and kill Sabrina.
How interesting that the Hags have so much interest in you, then, Poppy.
God,
Then-
dude, what kind of monster do you think I made that she was just down to burn down villages before that? I take it as a compliment, but
How about this? Instead of doing her a favor, we are doing this as a disfavor to the hags. We lease them the grip of her Vivienne to them, and we just leave Vivienne to fend for herself. We did her a favor while we did them a disfavor. It's a win-win.
It is. I know. I disagree. I understand what you're saying, but I think that if we do not keep her from them being able to reconnect with her, they will take her over again, and then she will know that we have this ability, and they will plan ahead for it.
Oh.
Wouldn't she realize that she was being possessed, coerced by these hags, and she would try to fight them?
I
What
don't
if
think
she
feels-
doesn't mind it?
Yes.
I don't think she does.
Yes.
Gilp, she's not a nice lady. She's...
For example, what if it's power?
But
yeah.
that is something that can be discovered at her trial.
But ask a god if she is worth saving. What if your god...
I am not going to ask Stonefather if we should kill someone in
Because
cold
you're
blood.
afraid? We're not gonna kill her in
Because I
cold blood. It will be
not
very warm blood.
insult him with this question.
Poppy, what if you ask your god instead if she is worth saving?
Poppy does not have God.
Dearest gods, I became a turtle at your discretion, and it was quite calming and peaceful. So thank you for that insight on maybe I need to slow down. I totally understand what you were trying to say. Now then, that's out of the way. Should we save this woman? Is she worth saving, or should I just solve the problem?
you get a sense of why the fuck do I care?
You know what they said? That, you know
yes,
what?
religion.
Probably best to end it.
Inside.
Does Poppy seem to be telling the truth?
I'm gonna leave that up to Poppy's discretion based off of what I said.
You can easily fool me.
An amazing addition, though, at Poppy Team.
Well, Viettervesk, we got the answer from Poppy's god. We should be fine to just,
Does Poppy seem to be telling the truth?
Like, Poppy, do you seem to be telling the truth?
I mean, I'm not telling the truth. The gods did speak to me. They said something, or they gave me a feeling, a sensation, if you will.
And the sensation was?
I mean, why do they care? They're gods. Just do it.
Yes.
Okay.
Got it.
I appreciate that you clarified. Gilp, do you understand the difference between a positive agreement and really not having an opinion?
As you guys are traveling on this day, everyone roll perception.
Of course. Of course. I am choosing to roll at disadvantage because I am very invested in making sure that we don't murder this woman.
Hell yeah. Well, Gilp will have it covered anyways. You'll also have it covered.
Okay.
Ahead of you, you smell acrid water. Not acidic, but like rotten, and like it tastes. The air starts to taste like irony and spongy.
So I receive
like iron and like rotten eggs and.
Yes.
Oh, actually, that smells wonderful.
And looking ahead, you see a couple. You see some humanoids moving around.
What kind of humanoids?
I cast Feign Death because I'm paranoid.
Wonderful aroma.
With a 16, some of them have hair. Some of them have a couple of teeth. Some scalps are missing. Some parts of flesh are rotted off.
Can we pause for a second? Did Poppy just literally make herself look like she fell over dead?
Yeah.
Because we're okay. Before we're like only a day away from the Emerald Market, right?
Yes.
He's a possum.
Yes. So I am paranoid that they're gonna know that I'm coming. So I'm just like, might as well be dead.
Everyone was
For the spell's
distracted
duration.
by going ahead, looking ahead. All of a sudden, Poppy dead.
I will.
For the spell's duration, or until you use an action to touch the target and dismiss the spell, which you can't do if you're dead.
Yeah.
You look dead.
Yeah.
Can I get a perception check on whether Poppy just actually died, please?
Roll with disadvantage.
Well,
I will say I did say I picked up a new power recently. Okay, I did
He vocally
say.
said, begin Feign Death.
Also, Poppy, roll a sleight of hand check.
Okay.
Because there is verbal and somatic components.
Oh, if there's, I wouldn't have hide it. I would just be like, I'm gone.
See
Okay, cool.
Viettervesk
Hold on.
having this moment of
You don't
like
need to
real struggle.
No one else needs to roll. She literally says, "I'm gone." Falls dead.
Ah, shit.
That's a
Viettervesk
natural one.
will say, "No!" at the top of my lungs, and I will hop down and immediately try to bring her back to life.
I will jump down. I will start still looking for my ring. I will leave the dead.
Spare the dying.
I will pull the hood up on my cloak of protection.
Hold on. She's not technically dead.
Not dead. It won't work.
Your magic's not working.
No.
No, this cannot be. This cannot be.
As you're getting loud, you start to notice in front of you them moving towards you. No.
Yes. Cloak of
Poppy,
protection, pulling out my axe.
You would have healed if you were
Oh,
down out.
thanks.
Everyone gets 8 hit points if you needed it. I think we're all at full health, but I just blew a second level spell slot.
Indeed, you did. And guess what? I'm going to move you guys to a map.
Where we can see just how silly a decision this
There
playing
is no
possible
cart
is.
on it, but I'm gonna assume the cart is back while you deal with whatever is here.
Thoggir, she is dead. Oh shit.
I wanna. Those are ghouls. That
Oh
was
fuck!
the-
Would I have seen those though?
No.
They just looked like humanoids at the distance where you did it.
He said they were missing scalps and teeth. And
I don't know that she got to that point, but
And there was a smell of rotten, like fermented smell. So
your
obviously it could
instinctive
be
response
ghouls.
was, I make myself look dead.
And my response was, well, we're all going to die.
Are
Or
we-
at least me.
Are we like
you know.
in the water?
So you're not into the space yet, but to get into it, you will have to go into the water or go
Okay.
up onto the land masses, which are about 10 feet up for the smaller ones that have just the basic ridges. The one in the center is 20.
Oh.
Just wait an hour. I'll come to it.
So what you see is a lot
I'm
of
not going to
dead-
do that, Kendra.
A lot of dead trees and foliage with zombies walking around, and one large tree in the center with a single blood red and bright yellow petaled flower. Massive flower.
That is no bueno.
Okay, got it. Where is that exactly? Where's the
That
flower?
is right about there.
Okay, so is the tree the flower, or
The flower is on the tree.
it's on
It's
the
not
tree?
the full size of the tree, but it's on the tree.
Okay.
If I were to use like the grid for a scale of size, it's around size large.
Question: since I last cast Polymorph, is it still the same day?
No, you cast it the previous day.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys are all fresh, other than Viettervesk.
Nice.
And Poppy, she's dead.
Well, technically, wouldn't these quote-unquote zombies not give a flying fudge about
Oh,
Poppies
they
and
absolutely
poppies?
will not. But also, you can say that you're leaving her on the cart.
Well, she was on the cart, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
What did
assume
you
we were
do?
on the cart.
Viettervesk is with Poppy.
Yeah, I'm looting her pockets. I'm looking for the ring.
Either way, this is going to turn into a situation that you have to get through.
I was just about to say.
Understood. Understood.
Just
Okay, so
leave it to dear Thoggir.
I'll roll again and I'll adjust it to 12. There you go.
crap.
Gotcha.
To be fair, I thought we had already passed
It happens to the best of us.
this
You thought we had-
encounter. I thought we were already finished walking the path. Okay.
Oh, you thought I was
that's why
just going to
got
let you
there.
get there without anything being in the way.
I thought I was like, oh, it's a small W, so we passed through and we're already done.
Why would dying be the right move?
Because it was like they could be like, oh look, Bobby's dead, and then
You started with the ace in the hole.
yes, because the bullywogs want to kill me on sight.
The bullywugs don't, right? It's the other. It's just the chick that wants to kill you on sight.
No,
isn't
the
it?
king wants to too.
Oh, because he thinks you want to
Yes.
take over.
Yes, so I was just like, let me just be dead. That part's already done.
And the sorcerers did try to turn her to stone before too.
Yes,
so,
so
like,
I was like, there's
Oh
too
my
many. If
God.
they just
let's
see
be honest,
me
everybody
dead.
wants to kill Poppy.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay, I get your instinctive response. I get your instinctive response. I am just going to react in the way that Viettervesk would to the situation.
No, for sure. Yeah.
Or Poppy the
Yeah.
possum of the lighthouse.
Yeah, I'm just gonna polymorph off into the possum so she can do the dream work.
Does this spell require concentration?
Polymorph?
No, the one that Poppy cast.
I don't think Feign Death
Think
does.
so?
It does not. It is a duration or only.
Okay. Okay.
If you cast psych or no, never mind. I don't know. If you cast psychic damage, would that wake me up? No.
She said psych.
Well, it says I can take psychic damage. I don't take any other damage except for psychic. Well,
Oh, we have resistance to all damage except psychic.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
you
she's
take the
insisting
damage, you
we-
just have resistance.
Oh, I take the damage. Okay, I just have resistance.
Yeah, we can only hurt your feelings.
Thanks.
Sticks and stones will bruise you, but not break your bones. Okay, do you need a corpse fire token?
Absolutely not.
No, you got it? Okay.
Yeah,
Is it nighttime?
it is.
Of course it is.
Is it what time?
Nighttime.
Nighttime.
I can see much. I only have Alonzo's.
Is it nighttime?
It
Yeah.
is.
We wouldn't have been traveling at night, would we?
Well, didn't really have a choice.
You know what? I'll be nice.
Hey.
It's like dusk.
Hi, generous Justin. Back at it again.
I just think that we would have picked somewhere to camp before it was full
There
dark.
you
That's
go.
all.
So now, with everyone's initiative that is up. Yeah, that's everyone's initiative that's up.
Wait, we're all at 12?
Is Alonzo
Oh,
part
wait.
of the combat?
Oh, Alonzo will be part of the
should
combat.
I
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
Drive. Okay.
Drive Alonzo.
All right. I've never played.
Paladins.
Just
Yeah,
smite.
so I'm just.
You swing the
smite,
sword
got
a
it.
bunch, and if it hits
If it hits, you
say
smite. Yep,
Okay,
that's how that
got
works.
it. Thank
If
you.
crit,
I can't see his
you
character
smite
sheet
it
though.
hard.
Like I can click on it, but I can't access
Yeah,
it.
yeah, I got that covered for you.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Oh, hold on. We're fighting something. Let me change the music.
Dun, 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 dun.
I really need to. My computer upgrade fell through, unfortunately.
That is a unfortunate.
So I
event.
need to deal with this. Oh no, because me opening up stuff and doing what I'm doing is affecting the stream.
Mhm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Too much memory?
Yep. My computer has decided to suddenly slow down and not like it. I am going to not assume the spell. I'm going to say that Alonzo is watching the cart.
Good call.
Okay, fair enough.
Or here's one. How about Alonzo says he will take care of Kendra
Yes.
so that Viettervesk can be active.
Viettervesk is not leaving
I had to try.
until Viettervesk is sure
I'm
that
so
Poppy
sorry.
is okay. Viettervesk is not
Are you,
leaving
though?
Poppy.
Are you though?
I am. We were in a
So
different
I'm going to
place.
say that you are that you guys are maneuvering your cart through with Viettervesk there as well, with Poppy's body there. Viettervesk, you do know that like she does have make it. I'm gonna leave it up to
Justin
you.
doesn't even know what to say right now.
I know. I'm truly going to leave it up to
I would
you.
I would like to try to make another perception check because I have used 2 healing spells on her at this point, neither of which had any effect.
Correct. You don't even need
So-
to make a perception check.
Can I determine if she is does she appear dead?
Yes.
Dude,
Okay.
Via
we
description
did
of the
mention-
spell, she appears to be dead.
Okay.
We did mention, however, just as well as Poppy and Gilp did say that she has this ability to turn dead.
I did. I said I learned a new trick and I can be dead.
And we used this part of the plan to fool the Hags, so you would be aware of this certain spell in terms to as well. She did say, "I am gone." Poof.
Someone could
dead.
try to dispel magic.
That is not in my repertoire.
It is something that I know, but I don't think I have it prepared.
Oh, you're not going to cast Res, are you?
I think
But
I can see
his
it
library
happening.
is- So painful.
It's like Robert.
but would Viettervesk make the connection that the
I'm
thing
leaving
that's
that. I'm
almost-
leaving that up to him.
Oh, I should have never picked this spell.
Yes. Viettervesk would make the connection at this point.
Okay.
but it takes my turn to do so.
Absolutely, it does.
I will use the rest of my turn to put her inside the carriage, and that will be my turn.
Beautiful. This round, the zombies are starting to all move closer. They all smell kind of like soggy mulch combined with death and rotten eggs. You guys are not within the range of the zombies yet, but you are close. Thoggir, you're up.
I am sorry.
Am I within range of a zombie?
If you move forward, you would be.
I will, of course, do that. I've never learned from my past mistakes in this matter.
You know what? It's absolutely true, because I'm going to need you to do something for me.
Things that I can do,
I need you to
will.
make it DC 14 Constitution saving throw.
Gang signs.
All right. So you go in and they smell awful. But you are good. This smell will no longer affect you. It happened when you got within 10 feet of one of these zombies.
Okay. How far away in actuality is this one that's kind of like flanking?
I'm gonna say that now within your token, it is that is like you can be up close to any of the first three.
Okay. I know we have another day at least to travel ahead of us before we arrive at. Okay, so I'm okay to cast things, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'll dump a Zephyr Strike.
Hell yeah, for 8 damage. Nice.
That's a nice opening to get into. So the first thing I hit will be the surprise attack. Because I am a Bugbear and I like to ambush things. So
yes, you do.
I will surprise attack. Rawr. 5, 10, 15, 20, and that's enough. And hit that guy. No, I won't.
That is unfortunate.
And then my second attack. No, I won't.
Your second attack will.
What?
Of course.
What? Oh, zombies. Zombies. Right.
Yeah.
How much damage do you deal?
17, 30.
30? Okay. Cool. If I get a natural 20 on this, it doesn't go down.
Just jinxing it.
And now this is not a complicated map, but it goes down. One hit, you slice it in half.
And then I will run back to the front of the carriage and try to look menacing.
All right. In that moment, as soon as whatever was inside the zombie hits the water, you start to notice some things on the center island.
Oh no, Poppy, what did you do?
They appear to be living plants. They are using their turn to just reveal themselves. They are not doing anything else. Gilp, you have never seen anything like this.
Do they seem aggressive, hostile, harmful in any way?
They seem hungry.
Yeah, I'm gonna focus on the problem ahead of me. I'm gonna cast a fireball centered right here. So I can show right here, so I can get all of them. 20, 20, 20.
If you want, draw the square for the fireball.
Or the circle.
Yeah.
The circle. Let's see. Let's see. With this is a 20 by 20.
It is a 20-foot radius.
Yeah.
So that's 40 by 40.
Yeah, Fireball has a great range.
Yeah, I suck at this.
Or a really bad one, depending.
Yeah.
So would you like me to draw it? I can do it real quick.
Please and thank you.
Yeah, no worries, man. I do this all the time for my game. We're gonna make it red. We're gonna make it nice and thick. 1, 2, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Behold, as the mighty beard descends upon the field.
5, 10, 15, 20, 20, 30, 35, 40. There we go. There's your circle.
I would like it centered here, so I can get all of those zombies in front of us.
Like that?
I think you can put it a little bit more to the left, so I can get the one in front of the Thoggir.
Like we're pushing it a little bit. It's going to be up to Justin whether this will
probably
cover everybody.
Okay, so that will.
That good?
That is absolutely good.
Okay.
So, could I? Is there a chance that I could Tides of Chaos this for some good measure, good luck?
I don't think it can give disadvantage on saves.
No, nothing like that.
But
just having it used so it can happen.
if you want a Tides of Chaos, I'll let you roll 2 additional dice.
2 additional, so 3d20.
Yeah.
All right, that's neat. That's neat.
No. So like no.
2 additional damage
no,
dice.
2 additional damage dice, not on the. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I rolled a 2 either way.
What is your save?
15.
I believe. Yeah, it should be 15.
Only one of them made it.
Okay, so 2d6 is, so you got 7 plus, what was the damage for the initial attack?
I will be doing it right now.
Okay.
That is 18. That is a lot of ones.
Yeah, bad luck.
So that is 25, which will drop all of the zombies and they cannot make it. However, one will stay up.
With 12 points of damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to say that it is the guy at the on the elevated area.
Is Alonzo not?
Alonzo is sticking back to take care
Alonzo's protecting
Okay.
you and the wagon.
No. Come on. There we go. I need to make one. I'm gonna rule that because I already called it, I do not need to make one more save. Up next, you will hear a screaming pain coming from that flower on the tree, and it will be revealed as living. However, it will not be doing anything because nothing is actively within range. It'll move. It'll move.
I'm not seeing anything on the map.
I just haven't revealed it yet.
Oh, okay.
Token layer. Token layer there. Go to here. Viettervesk, you are up.
Okay, couple of points of clarification.
Hell yeah.
These black rock-looking things, are they also cliff faces with like
No,
pedestals
those
at the
are
top,
about
or...
10 to 15 foot high pillars of obsidian.
Okay. So there's a 20-foot climb up to that level, and then an additional 10 or 15-foot climb up to get to the top of those obsidian
Absolutely.
rocks. Okay, and on the right-hand side, it's a 10-foot climb.
Yep.
And the water that we're standing in is difficult terrain.
100%.
Fantastic. Okay, Viettervesk ain't going anywhere right now.
You want to move 10 feet?
Possibly. Let me. I needed to get that clarification to have a good confirmation on what my plan is here. But for the time being, Viettervesk will break the chain of his holy symbol around his neck and hold it up and begin to chant in his own tongue and gather heat around this symbol, and then point his finger and draw a line on the cliff face above, and I will cast Wall of Fire.
Oh, hell yeah.
So I need to mark off a 60-foot long...
Yeah, so if you want to delete the circle for fireball.
Yep, I can do that.
Or move it to the side in case we're going to see it again.
There, I'll just drag it down there.
And then pop up your line of fire.
Okay. All right, so I can pretty clearly see everything that's on this side of the tree on that cliff, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Like a lot of it you saw when you were coming in.
Mm-hmm.
If they moved, you may not know exactly where they went, but yeah.
All right, so I think the way that I am going to do this is I'm going to go... I'm going to go like that. And the heat is facing that direction.
I have the one thing pulled up, but I imagine it's towards the enemies. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful. I need to make dex saves.
So I didn't upcast. This is a level 4 spell just as it is. So, oh
Okay.
man.
One of them makes it. I'm pretty sure they still take half damage.
Yes, they do.
And let's see. You know what? This flower, super dexterous.
Yeah, just makes it. All right. That's all right. I'll take 9 points of damage and a path that keeps them from getting to us easily. I'll accept that.
Oh, absolutely. Would you prefer to do the 19 on the one closer to the flower or the one closer to you?
The one closer to me.
Got it.
And then as far as my 10 feet of movement go, I will take that and move to there. And I suppose I will, let's see, I don't think I can bonus action anything right now.
No,
Yeah.
you cast a spell.
Yep. All right, that's it. I'm done.
Hell yeah. Zombies are up. I'm going to make a dexterity saving throw on... Actually, no. The zombies don't move. Thoggir, you're up.
Well, that's peculiar. I have 35, so I guess I can go to here. And I won't really have line of sight, so I'll just declare a dodge action.
Okay.
It seems like the best option for the moment.
Vine blights. These vine blights are going to be dead. There's nothing they can do about it. They are starting their turn. Wall of fire. Gilp, you are up.
I will be casting a Chaos Bolt, and I will be twinning it at this target right here, and that target right there.
Can you show me which targets again?
Sure, the one at the bottom over here, this one,
Okay.
and then that one.
Got it.
So I believe I have to spend 2 sorcerer points for twinning it.
If it's a second level spell, you do.
It's a first level spell.
No, I'm pretty... It should tell you it's either 1 point per spell level or 2 points, and then it goes up from that per spell level.
Yeah, it's 2 for the first, and then a spell point for each one above, or something like that. No, it is 1.
Yeah, it's only one.
Okay, yeah, I'll spend 1 sorcerer point to twin it. So I'm going to do Chaos Bolt. So do I have my Tides of Chaos back?
Yeah, you do, because you're gonna trigger.
Yeah, so I'm gonna use it as an advantage.
Hell yeah. Critical hit.
Fire.
Fire, got it. I need to basically roll in at 20.
Oh, what a coincidence! Me too. So if I understand this correctly, the last one, the 4, is what determines the if it's the what kind of
I think you can choose based off of the die.
Yeah, I'll just choose but
the 2.
But if it leaps towards another one, it leaps again.
Yeah, if it leaps, you have to roll all over again to see if it hits them, and then everything else.
100%.
It's like a whole new cast, except it doesn't make you roll a d20 for casting.
Alright, so I'm trying to understand, like,
My question is, if you twin cast as a wild sorcerer, do you roll 1d20 or 2?
1, because you're casting 1 spell, but you're twinning it.
Wild mage, just, you know.
Yeah.
So I don't cast it again, I just take the same damage?
No, so you're going to roll again.
Oh, okay.
No, you have to
not
roll
damage.
to hit for the second
Yeah,
Chaos Bolt, because it's 2 separate targets.
I will do that. There it is.
Because you can just keep critting.
That's, yeah, you're right. Critting.
So now
is the-
roll 1 more Chaos Bolt. So
I did.
no,
Number 1.
Roll a third one.
Oh, a third
Because
one.
you crit, that bounced but missed, and then you do hit the guy in the back for 11.
Okay. Understandable.
Yeah. It's it's all good. It's first time use of that combination, so it's all good.
Yeah.
So as you cast that, the chaos around you swirls, and this is gonna make things super freaking interesting. Because this has a range of 90 feet, and let me see what's in. So it doesn't matter though. Let's see who is all within 10 feet of you.
Would Spell Sniper have any effect on this?
No.
Okay. Oh, is this the magic table?
Okay. Based off of this, it's not going to affect anybody else in the combat technically, other than you. You are going to need to roll a Wisdom saving throw.
Oh no.
Poppy, roll a Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, accept me. I'm done.
No, you needed to roll it.
Okay.
Steve and Kendra both need to roll.
Yep. And I will throw one out there for Alonzo.
Interesting.
Oh, are we all still close with him so we get the plus, what was it, 2 or 3 from his aura protection?
You would. I don't think that would help anybody yet that's rolled so far, but. Oh no! I don't. Let me confirm. Let me confirm. His. I'm gonna cancel his. I'm gonna cancel his. You know what? No, I'm gonna rule that Alonzo makes it. I'm not gonna deal with his sheet right now. because it's in the middle of a level up. Cool. You cast Confusion centered on you.
Oh God. Okay.
This turn, you're fine. Next turn, something's gonna happen.
Oh God, mistakes have been made.
So many mistakes. So many mistakes.
You're dead and confused.
So many mistakes.
So
This
you
is
are
why
having,
we plan, guys.
You
This
are
is
having
why
the
we plan.
weirdest dream you have ever had.
Okay.
Oh my God.
The flower is gonna get the hell away from the fire. I already took damage for it. Viettervesk, you saw that energy fly out as part of those chaos bolts. You don't know what's gonna happen or what the spell is, but you know that something happened.
Okay.
Also,
Poppy
at
is-
the end of the corpse flower's turn, anybody in the water, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Well, that's everybody but Poppy and Alonzo, right?
Yep.
Is this considered a poison thing?
No, it is not.
Okay.
It is it's a necromantic effect.
Okay.
Cool. This is actually really funny. Viettervesk, what's your movement right now?
10 in the water.
It's now 5
So
until the end
fast.
of your next turn.
He's so fast.
It's one step.
Come on, Deadly Snail, you can do it.
That's fair. That's fair. Does it seem like the zombies or whatever are dropping like flies?
Yes.
Okay. So the only thing that seems like a legitimate threat is the corpse flower
That you've seen so far.
that I've seen. Okay. There's a lot of zombies though.
Yeah.
I can't do a whole lot about it right now.
You know what? Just
Okay.
move closer.
Yeah, I mean that's what I can do, right? I am gonna double move to there, and that is my turn.
Viettervesk.
Bonus action:
Push
summon
in.
spiritual weapon.
Viettervesk is legging it right now. And, like,
I'm gonna
I'm
drop the spiritual weapon right next to the corpse flower and take a swing at it.
Hell yeah, you will.
So it's a 20 to hit for 8 points of force damage.
Nice. As usual, I've forgotten to just do this the easy way.
It's all good.
You know what? You have time.
I have all the time. You know, funnel the zombies at me. I'll just stand here and be the wall that I am made to be, and everything will be fine. In fact, I will shout that back. Thoggir, I got this. You just keep Poppy safe.
The zombies can now move. This one will go here, jumping down. It's not worried about damage. Here. They're not the most intelligent things in the world. Here. There. Those other ones are not very aware of what's going on right now. The blights are going to actually go away. The sight of fire has caused a problem for them.
Yes, kiss.
Gilp, I need you to roll me a d10.
Oh boy, here we go. That's the wrong.
Is that where your name idea came from? It sounds like a croaking frog. Gilp.
No, not really. I had no idea what I was going for with my name, so I chose one. So, like a mouthy name for fun. 3.
Cool. So you're just gonna stand there.
1,000-yard stare.
Oh my god.
You're looking around and you're like, this is like you're just admiring the environment.
Yeah, hella nice environment. Looks like home.
On that same turn, I'm actually gonna ask Poppy to roll a d10.
Do they get to roll to
At the end of the
resist
turn,
the
yeah.
confusion at the end of their turn? Okay.
So Poppy, if you were alive, you would be able to do whatever you want.
If you weren't dead,
Well, Chucks.
Do I get to do a wisdom saving throw?
Yeah, roll wisdom save.
I'm gonna use Tides of Chaos for this.
Hell
'cause
yeah,
I
Poppy,
have
roll a wisdom
advantage.
save to see if your dreams get weird.
Well, doesn't matter. I can't get over.
oh god.
Yeah. On that note, we're actually gonna call it there, so we have everybody back for the fight next week. Other than Poppy, who will go through some weird dreams.
0 and a 1.
I might not even be here, which is appropriate because I'm dead. So
Oh man.
And whose fault is that?
I thought we already passed the forest. I thought we were done with this.
We have been one bad roll. I want to give a shout out to my players who did an incredible job. And guess what? I didn't even have to kill anybody today.
That's not true. One did die.
Yeah, but he didn't do it.
Exactly. No.
I'm so sorry.
Thank you, everybody, for coming. I appreciate the laughs and the joy. And we'll take the bad decisions and roll for you.
You all make good ones.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Have a good one, everyone.